Gentlemen, we are live on a Monday night. We're kicking off another week here at the Wrestling for Life Network. It's going to be a fun one, folks. We got WWE RAW to kick it all off again. Of course, we had an open challenge for that new shiny new title, and Damian Priest has accepted. We're getting that. We're getting a couple money in the bank qualifiers, but me and that pretty face are going to be here for 3+ hours tonight, running everybody through all the action, all the excitement, all the rumors, all the news. Get in that chat, say hello, don't be a stranger. We got a lot coming your way. So put a smile on your face, strap in, strap on. Let's go. Maybe not. Ding, ding, ding. We are live, and we're back at it again, folks. As always, we are the Wrestling for Life Network, and we cover more live wrestling than anybody else out there. So make sure you're a part of the family. Like, subscribe, share. But tonight, we have WWE RAW, as we do every Monday, and we will see what this week has in store for us. It's going to be a crazy one. We got lots to talk about, of course. Like I said, world title match tonight, or heavyweight championship match, whatever you want to call it. But who's going to take you through that fun? Well, it will be myself, Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yes, that's right,
Well,
folks. For the first time in now a year and a half, World Heavyweight Championship will be defended on Monday Night Raw.
There we go. And that's one of the things we talked about, Nick, was this new title might feel secondary, but if we're seeing it defended on a regular basis, we might start feeling a little warm and fuzzy about the current situation. I personally am hoping to give it a chance. I like the open challenge. I like that somebody like Damian Priest steps up. Do I think he's necessarily going to win tonight? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a fun match. It should be a good chance to highlight Damian, who's been a stud in 2023. Yeah, I'm all for it. And I mean, it gives us a chance to build up what this belt's supposed to be.
Oh, absolutely with that. And I do like Priest in this whole matchup. I like that he answered the open challenge. Now, like you said, I don't see him winning. If they had built this up a bit and everything, he very much seems like a guy that you could believe with a bit of a build behind him could actually be a credible threat. Like, I think this is still going to be a hell of a match. We've gotten behind Damian Priest quite a bit. You've heard, obviously, that those in charge of creative have started to get behind him. So I don't think this will be the only time we see him challenge for it.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is the one and only shot he's going to get, especially if we ever get into the resemblance of a draft at some fucking point.
Maybe, just maybe one day.
I feel like I'm the Paul Heyman of the draft. Like, I'm advocating every day for this situation to go right. But no, I mean, yeah, Damian's built himself up. He's got a presence at points where he truly looks like the leader of Judgment Day. So, yeah, could this be a great match? Yeah, I think on paper they have no reason not to deliver. But do I think he's going to win? No. Could he win one day? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's still a crazy stat to look at and to think that it's been now a year and a half since a world title has been defended on Monday Night Raw. The last time was Big E in November of 2021, I believe.
Right.
So it's crazy that would help, like you said, of build up the credibility of this title if we see it every week versus, I know you don't like it, even though I do, if we don't see the other big gold belt that often or being defended that often, that keeps, I think, a bit of the prestige that belt's got, and this will develop itself as the work rate belt.
Yeah, and I agree. And I almost wanted, in my head, when the draft breaks down, I almost felt like Theory should be on Raw and Gunther should have been on SmackDown for the reason that you just said. If the champion isn't going to be there a lot, I thought it was a really good chance for that mid-card title champion to kind of stand out. And I'd rather that be Gunther getting extra airtime than Theory, but that's neither here nor there at this point. But yeah,
well, it helps you stack the 3 hours that you have, because now you've got the IC belt. That's a big focus. You've got the World Heavyweight Championship. You're trying to make a big focus. So versus the 2 hours, you can still get a bit of an Austin Theory, get a little bit of a mid-card push, try and build that belt up a bit more again. But you've still got all of the time for the drama and this, that, and the third,
right,
throughout the Bloodline.
Right now, folks, I will take a moment to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I see some people filing in. I know we're early on a Monday, but we can always eager to talk to the folks. But make sure if you're in this chat right now that you like, subscribe, be a part of the family. Please, please, please tell all your friends, tell everybody you know. Go check us out everywhere. I got to add Spotify to the links below, but go check us out everywhere, folks. If you go to Spotify and search us, you will find us, and you can take us on the road with you.
Yeah, well, you got us on YouTube, you got us on Spotify, you got us on the Tiki Talks, you got us on Twitter, you got us on Instagram. Christ, we might be getting a Facebook group. Christ, we might be getting a webpage. What? It's only small steps right now, folks, till we take over the whole world. What?
Now, as business begins to pick up around here, remember, we do have the super stickers and the super chat. Make yourself stand out if you want to get noticed. We try and click on all the comments we can. I think we bat about 950, so I feel pretty good about it. But yeah, sometimes it gets a little clunky in there, folks. So every penny you can support the channel with goes right back into growing the channel. So thank you, and do not forget, it's your way to get noticed around here.
Well, and I think the chat kind of dictates too at times of how good the wrestling is. If we're having a hard time keeping up with it because they're coming fast and furious, then we got some good action going on. If it's, we're pretty much just having a conversation with the chat, it's, the wrestling may suck, but we never do. Right?
That's it, man. So with all that being said, we're coming off a weekend with the Crockett Cup, folks. It was a fun weekend here on the channel. The Crockett Cup, maybe not what we were hoping for overall, but we did get some crazy shit in there. Blake Christian's your new GCW champion by hook and crook. I mean, New Japan delivered one of the best pay-per-views of the year, Nick. Like, I went back and watched the last couple matches after we got off, and man, it was a hell of a show from start to finish.
Well, and now we've got 2 huge matchups set up for Forbidden Door 2 as well. But since we mentioned to people, we should probably actually talk.
Yeah, roll call.
But Victor, what up? Letting us know that there's women's Money in the Bank qualifying matches tonight. Becky versus Sonya and Starks versus Natalya. I think Becky and Starks win those to continue their feud.
Absolutely. And listen, Becky's my pick for Money in the Bank. So, yeah, Becky advances here.
You're not going with the favorite of EO?
I love EO, but I don't think so.
Fair enough. Damian, what up? Richard, what up? Clay, what up? Letting us know he's watching us and he's going to be watching the NBA Finals. Why? Boston, what up? I got something for you boys to discuss pre-show. I'll wait for the show to start, then drop it here for you.
Well, then how do we discuss it pre-show if you wait for the show to start?
Right. Here's your time.
Yeah, just fucking with him. He's probably not even here to defend himself.
Right. Jordan, what up? Richard again. And another Richard. Hi, guys. Do you see Roman's new title as the temporary one until that person beats him, retires it? No. No, and I don't think he loses it for quite a while. So if that's what you're banking on, don't hold your breath.
No. This whole new Roman belt thing is they're bringing in the lineage. They're making it one title. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm almost like, he really did look good with 2 titles on his shoulders.
Yeah, he did.
You're not wrong anymore. But I mean, for me, there he is. There you go. Answer me. This made me laugh. Maybe not. Yep. Sometimes you miss the button. Remember that, fellas.
Pause. Accusations.
Becky I can see Becky and Starks cost each other the briefcase. Yeah, I think they get into it and they could battle for it. Yes, that does hinder my prediction, but I mean, we haven't done our official predictions yet, so we'll see how I feel when we do those.
Yeah, we've still got some build up to get to there. It's still crazy to me to think of. So we were talking about Forbidden Door 2 because we had 2 huge matches announced from New Japan, and I still forget that that's still pretty much still creeping around the corner. I keep thinking Wendy's before that for some reason. But for those who don't know, we got Danielson versus Okada announced, and we've got Kenny Omega versus Ospreay 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, and that little pre-tape package that Daniel offered up from the desert, I thought was pretty solid, man. Like the metaphors of like they call you the Rainmaker. Well, I'm in the desert, like fucking hell. But I thought he was good. That's the Daniel Bryan I love. Is the very serious. I might be the smallest dog in the fight, but I will punch you in the face. I'm all for this, and I think he's going to put Okada to work. I think this is a great matchup for both guys.
Oh, I think it's 100% a dream match, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, we all know that goats are good at climbing mountains and everything, so that explains why Danielson was out there in the desert, climbing rocks. But no, him versus Okada, I think, has the potential to be on par, not the same way, but on par with his match, with Okada's matches with Kenny.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, I mean, it really does have that potential. I mean, time removes all, but technically, a lesser experience coming from Okada when he goes in the ring with Daniel Bryan. And like I said, I think it's going to be a war. I'm all for it. I think it's going to be a fun one. And again, the rivalry with Kenny and Osprey, dude. I mean, we've talked about it time and time again. They've really set a bar when they get in the ring together, and it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, so now already just on those two matches, is Forbidden Door 2's card already better than Forbidden Door 1? I feel like it could stand a pretty decent chance.
It's early. I think, and you know what, to be honest,
those are two hell of a matches, though, to have on there.
I mean,
that's worth the price of admission right there, I feel.
And I did hear rumors, and I mean, this was rumored last year too, but I mean, I'm all for it, but we've long overdue for this Kenta CM Punk meeting. And if that was a third match, like we're getting deep. We're getting
spicy meatball.
Right? I like it. Man, the battle of the go to sleep.
Absolutely. Well, he did put out there saying, "Hey, I am available on the 17th." So
you notice that? I think that was beautiful.
Kenneth, what up? How are y'all doing tonight? Any surprises for us on Raw? I've heard an alleged one, but I think we've kind of talked about it. It's more of just if versus when, or well, I should say, strike that, reverse it. When versus if. Drew McIntyre showing up and Claymore and the bejesus out of Seth Franklin Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, that could happen any minute. I know a lot of people last week were like, oh, I can't believe there was no story. And listen, you guys can take it for what it's worth, but you have a little bit of time here to build up towards Money in the Bank. You just want one night. Again, back-to-back weeks, we're going to see the champion in action. Not every week has to be a full dose of sugar, folks. Sometimes, don't be greedy.
It's because AEW or WWE does what AEW doesn't do, and that's called let things breathe a little bit.
He just won the belt.
Seth just won the belt. Just woo-saw for a minute, my guy.
Yeah, don't rush.
Gilly, what up? KJ, Nick, and Chad. I'll never watch an NWA show again.
Gilly.
I don't blame you.
That was the first thing Big Nick said when we got into the backstage tonight. That shows me.
Well, it was just so we're never watching NWA again. Respectfully, Billy Corgan, but respectfully. Oh, it was a fun weekend to chat with y'all and find other shows to watch. That's why I'm glad we watched New Japan and GCW.
No, people can say what they want, dude. Like I said, and I said it this weekend, big fan of NWA. I was a champion of NWA. I'd come on live streams all the time and tell people, do not sleep on NWA pay-per-views. This is the second one in a row that we've watched. And the last two that we've watched, and then there was one we skipped that just haven't amounted to anything worth remembering, anything worth repeating. It wasn't like, oh, the classics wrestling's so boring compared to this death match we got on the other channel.
No.
But there was no peaks and valleys to the show. It was just a series. It was like a fucking dark taping. And
well, it seemed like that 100%. It was more of felt respectfully to everyone that was on the show. It felt a bit like you said, a taping thereof, to where there was nothing seemed to really progress anywhere. Nothing really compelled you to stay tuned in, anything like that. It's not, the old school wrestling was just too boring for us. Trust me, we have wrestling in the name, but no, it was a little bit like watching paint dry because there was nothing that drew you in.
Yeah, just flat as pancakes. And I mean, that was my part. There was no real moments. Like I said, you look back at last year and you get into that final, and the semifinals were bangers in particular, but then you get into the finals and it's La Rebellion and they're taking on the Briscoes, and these guys tear it down. You're sitting on the edge of your seat and we're watching and we're right there with it. This year it was like, oh, okay, Murdoch won, Knox won. Good night, everybody.
All right, have a good night.
Like,
Be
no,
sure
you're
to
like, oh my God, can you
stop by
believe
the
that?
concession stand on your way out. Yeah,
Right?
no.
Grab a t-shirt.
Right. Grab your free poster on the way out, folks.
That's what it was. And I mean, that's the unfortunate part. Big fans of NWA, but this is where wrestling companies get themselves in trouble. You have a good thing going and you deviate from it because you're trying to be edgy and cool, and you alienate the fans you had.
Right. Speaking of trying to be edgy and cool, just kidding, Rocco. I see your comment here. Monday Night Raw, the home of the big league title, so gorgeous, big gold. I see what you're doing, sir. I respect it, but I will not fall for the bait.
We're gonna get it.
Well, no, be that right there. That's bait. Like the Tom Hardy.
Right. Now, listen, there's definitely issues with this whole belt situation as far as now we're calling Roman the undisputed champion, which, I mean, by definition, it's disputed. There's other champions.
Well, it always reminds me of the Carlin bit of, well, if it's undisputed, what's all the fighting about?
Right.
But no, it's
right. Like, go ahead.
I was in the state of hi, Kayla, by the way, but I guess the only way you could go with it, and what I logically, the leap of faith I took in logic here was that, well, that belt was established before this one, so it gets to still stay that one. This is secondary-ish. This is the new kid on the block. You can have that, not even what I'm mad at.
And I can't even defend some of the decisions, right? Like, I mean, you really, I get the whole storyline thing and shit, but man, the new title isn't off to the best of starts when it comes to showing it's not secondary. So tonight will go a long way to at least have a really good fucking match and give this belt some clout. Last week, coming into a tag match might not have been my favorite of choices. Again, let it breathe, but he probably could have fought Finn or Damian just for shits and giggles, but we had to pull AJ into it for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, then you have this, man, it's so lazy just to make the same fucking belt and paint it gold. It's so fucking lazy.
But it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
It's not, though.
I liked the old belts. This is just that belt, but in gold. So
yeah, but I love gold.
I love gold.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, I really wish they would have done something somewhat unique, or like, he said, we all talked about a modernized version of the Eagle. Not happening. Something new and exciting, not happening. Just here's a big old fucking W, and now you have this shiny, bright gold behind it that's just
right.
Fucking, yeah, it looks like a Boston Bruin threw up on the belt.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Reports are that Cody and Brock will have a stip, and Meltzer said it's a unique one. All right, Meltzer. This stip would, what stip would you like to see? Richard. Yeah, I've seen this batted around, and I've seen fans are already shitting on it. Oh, we don't care, and people still saying the Cody Brock storyline has no jam, or hasn't been interesting, or hasn't been good. I've enjoyed it. Maybe I'm just a mark. I don't know what to tell you. I've really liked it. I don't give a fuck. I think Brock's been outstanding. He's a scary old beast. He's screaming at cameras.
Does Brock Lesnar need a reason to want to kick somebody's ass?
Nope.
Right.
It's fucking Brock.
Exactly.
But, he didn't take the time to have a fucking sit down with JR. So everyone's
didn't have 4 promos leading up to this, explaining every inch of detailed story.
Yeah. See, it all started when I was 5.
See, Cody, I grew up being a wrestling fan, watching your dad. Like, if he turned into that of like, I was always jealous of you. I wanted to be Dusty's kid.
I wish I was a Rhodes.
Yeah, that is just what the fuck. Just
I grew up calling
Brock
myself.
Lesnar does not need a reason to show up and whoop some ass. Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants to do.
I grew up calling myself Rusty. Everyone laughed at me, so I moved to Saskatoon.
Breaking news: WWE has a multi-year deal with Twitch wrestlers. Will be doing live streams on Twitch. WWE will be doing sidecasts on Twitch for Raw and PLEs, etc.
Yeah, big deal. A pretty big deal. I mean, we've known that there's been a point of contention between the WWE and some Twitch people. They are also part of this report, I believe, and don't quote me on this, but the WWE will not take a cut from those who are on Twitch. They get to do their own thing, but the WWE will be doing side stuff. They'll be jumping on the side streams and during shows, get more of a backstage vibe, backstage interviews, some exclusive shit. I think it's good.
I think it's really good. And are you surprised? And I don't know if AEW has anything like this in place. Are you surprised that they don't, or that they haven't done something like this? Because this was very much a point of contention for even guys like Adam Cole when his contract was coming up. I know with Zelina Vega, it was a big point of contention.
Yes, it was.
So I think that's now more appealing to talent on the roster. It frees them up to get another source of revenue. And it gives them to get away for WWE to get their product in front of new eyes, even a little bit and everything.
And they're always looking for ways to do that. They're always trying to grow this global product, right?
That's why everything now is in actual views or ratings. They just talk about how many digital interactions or clicks and everything like that. They're trying to, so X amount, or certain generations don't right now have really cable or anything like that. At Christ, even us, we're watching it through streaming services and all of that. So that's the way that it seems like WWE is trying to get ahead of that, and knowing that that's where people are going to be going to try and watch their product. So, and I want to see how the sidecast looks.
Yeah, it should be fun. Like, I mean, they always do like that shit proper, right? Like, it's the one thing the WWE's got down pat is how to fucking put on a show. So I'm curious to see how they do it. Just quickly, I think we didn't jump. What stipulation would we like to see between Cody and Brock? I generally, in the classic sense of wrestling, Nick, it works to a stip match. You don't just get the stip match and then do like an intergender match the next week. This is where you build. To me personally, put him in a cage.
No, I'd go old schooly like Dusty. Now, do we do a strap
dog
match
collar?
or do we do a dog collar? I was thinking dog collar.
I prefer dog collar over strap, but is that too hardcore for WWE?
I think you just might have a thing with dog collars if you're very excited about the dog collar match on Impact and everything between Masha and Killer Kelly. So you think you might just have a ting there. But no, I think you go old school like Dusty, and imagine not only you're strapped by the neck to Brock Lesnar, and he's got a metal chain he can whip you with, and you have nowhere to run from Suplex City.
Being that this man could yank you across the fucking ring with a head jerk now. Yeah, right. Okay. It'd be like the old cartoons with the big bulldog and the little dog, like yank, whoop.
I was gonna say Brock Lesnar's neck, you're pretty much just getting, tied around the old oak tree and just yanked around.
Extra set of ring ropes to fucking tie around his fucking throat.
Wow. Jesus.
But yeah, no, I mean, what do you think Meltzer means by unique stipulation? Like, what is at this point?
I have no idea at this point, because if we're talking unique stipulation, and then that scares me, because that means it's something AEW hasn't done, and that's never good.
Like, I'm curious. I want to see when this announcement comes out, if there's a stip, which there should be, what this unique. I hope it's something straight up like a cage, Hell in a Cell, and you're like, unique, Dave? What do we do here?
Right.
But yeah, I have no idea where they're gonna go, but I think it's gonna. You have to escalate the feud, guys. It's progression.
Right. Russell, what up? He's all sorts of excited. Oh hell yeah! Smoke and a dinner. Why?
Yeah.
Throw some wrestling on. Why? There we go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome, Russell.
Steve G, what up? We're behind. Kevin, what up? We talk a lot. Jason, what up? 3 stages of hell. Could you imagine?
Can you imagine Brock way up there? I can see Cody doing it, but Brock, like,
well, no, you're thinking of exactly what I initially thought of the.
Oh, no. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah,
the 3 stages of hell is like the first match is this stipulation, the second match that one, and the third one's that.
Okay. Yeah, no, my head instantly went to the fucking 3-2.
I know exactly where you went, because I kind of went there, and I was like, no, wait, hold on.
I was like, could you imagine Brock way up on that third cage? He'd just be like, you know what, Cody, have the win. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Sonic Boom, what up? Well, I want to touch on one thing, because I saw somebody mention it in the chat, and I've heard it reported, and I don't know if it's credible, and I'm sure the IWC is already starting to, the end is nigh with this. So Vince McMahon, I guess, was reported backstage at Monday Night Raw, as well as other higher up WWE execs, I guess. But you already know just as well as I do that that's going to get everybody on Twitter all abuzz. Any bad segment tonight will be blamed on that.
So what you're telling me is Paul, Uncle Paul, is going to get a mulligan night. So if he fucks up at all tonight, we're gonna blame Vince right away.
Absolutely. Well, and it's in Connecticut, and people are surprised that Vince is there. The offices are in Connecticut. Yeah.
Right. Like, and I mean, you got office staff, and I mean, it's not beyond a business to say, hey, we're gonna go take a little tour of the operation. Like it happens in my business all the fucking time, where you want to open your doors and, you know, bring your people in. Some of the higher ups don't necessarily get to be around the backstage very often. That doesn't mean like fucking Vince is walking in, kicking the door in and going, let me see the script. Hey, he might, but it doesn't mean it. We don't know.
Oh,
and like I said,
sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was
just going to reiterate too. It's in Connecticut too. It's literally right where like the same state, right by where they have their offices. It's not like he, you know, is showing up out when they're on tour out in California or something.
Right? Like I mean, Punk showed up at Impact when it was in fucking Chicago, guys. Same idea.
Right.
All he did was play Uno, though.
Uno's fun. Steve-O, baby. What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, Steve?
But yeah, like you said, it does kind of give Hunter a little bit of a easy mulligan night of anything that he could do wrong tonight. Yeah. They'll just blame Vince. It's just
the funniest shit. Now, if the main event somehow becomes a weird triple threat or 6-man tag, I might blame Vince.
True say.
Right? I'm only giving this man so much rope.
We're going to end up with it being a tag team match of, again, we get like Seth and AJ versus like Damian and like Finn or something like
that. Yeah, listen, guys. I mean, it's the funniest shit because I'm 100% convinced, even as a big Triple H fan in and out of the ring, that he does make some fuck ups. He does make some bad decisions. He was also he also inherited some shit, and I'm sure there's internal pull of like, well, we already kind of told Brock he'd be at Mania or whatever the fucking case is. He doesn't just get to run in and run carte blanche on everything. So it'll be really fun tonight now that that's being reported. And again, prove it. Dirty bastard.
You want the evidence, you want the up close tight mugshots on the mustache and everything. Is that what you want?
I want to see him. Like, oh, there's Vince and Gorilla. Oh, there's Vince ripping a script. Like, half the time, it's nobody fucking reputable coming out with this fucking shit, and everyone just runs with it. And then later tonight, you guys can tune into the review shows where they're like, we knew Vince was there. Oh, come on, bro. You weren't there.
But it gives this weird exoneration for a Hunter, though, of like you said, of that Hunter can do no wrong. It's pretty hard to bat 1,000 all the time. There's going to be and especially to try and please everybody, there's going to be some stuff that just doesn't get over that some people just don't like. But more often than not, Hunter does well, but that doesn't mean that any sort of issue that happens on the shows is because of Vince.
No. And we said this, and I said this to you. The reports have said before that it's Paul Heyman, Vince McMahon, one of the head writers. I can't remember his name. I think it's Mark or Mike, something. Sorry, bud. And they're the primary focus, around the whole Roman storyline. So maybe that is true. Maybe Vince has a big hand in all the stuff that's happened with Bloodline. Does that make it shittier? Does that make it better? No. Like, I mean, it's one of the best things, no matter who's behind the creative. Period.
Absolutely. But never fear, Larry is here, and we are about a minute or so away from Monday Night Raw kicking off. So I guess we'll get to see if Vince McMahon has been meddling backstage or not.
Right. Like, he just shows up, fucks everything up, and leaves. Like, that's his motto.
I mean, the man did turn around and say, fuck him.
Oh, no kidding. The guy out there skipped to my loo where everyone wants him banned. He just like, I'm going to go talk to the people.
He could not give a fuck less.
No, not even a little bit.
But this does have the potential to be a really entertaining Monday Night Raw. And we're getting a world title shot like we said, for the first time in a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, to get a world title match on Raw, I'm all for it. I mean, and again, back-to-back weeks where the champion was present, was relevant and part of the show. So I'm all for it. We're okay. Let's see what Seth has. And if we get a 15-minute-ish really solid main event tonight. I wish it would be a little longer, but if they just let Damian and Seth go, it could be a really fucking entertaining wrestling match to end the night. I'm all for it.
Oh, absolutely. Forgot what I was about to say there. Go ahead.
All right, but folks, we are in a commercial break. I'm about to get, so is Nick, about to get Raw kicking off.
Yes.
We'll do the pyro, and you're all nostalgia in a second. I will remind everybody, if you haven't done it yet, go tell all your friends. We are live for the next 3 hours. We got your alternative commentary to all the wrestling all week long. As it says above me, we'll be back tomorrow for NXT, Dynamite, Impact, and all the way through. Big shout out to the rest of the Wrasslin for Life Network family. But I got Then, Now, Forever kicking off. Remember, we take a prediction for all the matches, and we will, yes, we will, have your rating out of 10 at the end of all of this. So don't go anywhere. We got lots to go.
Absolutely. I got Monday Night Raw kicking off right now, where they're pulling up the giant CGI sign, letting us know that they're in Hartford, Connecticut.
What is
as we got CGI Seth coming out? What?
What's with the CGI robot that pops up, like the AR robot?
It feels to me very much like the NFL
Fox.
on Fox.
Yeah, I remember Fox did that for hockey too, where the robots would come up. Like, what the fuck?
I've got Seth coming out right now in all of his goldy, glittery, fish scaly.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. Not to interrupt, Nick. Did you see the stories kicking around the fucking internet that Seth was paying homage to Tony Khan and the Jacksonville Jaguars when they were in Saudi?
Wait, what?
Because he was wearing like the turquoise and the.
Oh my God! Who said that?
It was a nod to Tony. Get the fuck out of here! Maybe it was a fucking haha to Tony. I don't know.
You're right.
Man, they're running with everything.
We'll bring it back. That's a reach right there, folks.
I fucking died because he came out in that cheetah print shit, and he looked ridiculous. But
I like this. Seth, or Rocco says Seth is a Willy Wonka golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. Well, that's fitting because that championship belt looks like it's made out of fucking candy wrappers. So,
this man with his
Fabergé egg of a fucking championship.
But that looks so beautiful. Look at the edge work when they show it. Nothing about that looks like a wrapper. It looks like beautiful art. It looks like a shield of a warrior.
This is Sparta.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna break out into fucking. We will not surrender.
I just can't even go any further with that. As soon as you said the shield of war, I was like, all right, my guy, calm her down now. Calm her down. And we got the pause for the crowd to just still sing right along with them.
This is the reaction, whether you love or hate Seth, which I mean, people have watched me have a love-hate relationship with Seth for a long time. Whether you love or hate him, this is what you want your champion to do to start the show. Get in the ring, look like a champ, and rock a beautiful belt and make everybody feel it. I think it's gorgeous.
Oh, absolutely. And he's welcoming everybody to Monday Night Rollins.
Absolutely.
He's gotten himself over as the top babyface in the company. Roman's the top heel and Seth's the top babyface, which goes back to, and I think it's such a fitting point that I think Seth brought up of how they're kind of like the 1A to 1B of each other. They're, the Brett Shawn, the Austin Rock, I'm trying to think of somebody for Taker, the Taker, Triple H, what have you, to where there's those two constant polar opposites.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's got that yin and yang feel to it, Nick, for sure.
Right. Yes, welcome to Monday Night Rollins. Nick would rather a belt that he can pair with his fries. Well, I was about to say if you would have said like could match with like what I'm wearing or anything like that, 100% with the drip. I think that belt with a W is way cleaner.
So you're telling me you don't think it was lazy just to like repeat what you already had?
Lazy? Yes, I never said it wasn't lazy. I just I liked the old. I said it before. I liked the older belts before. So why am I going to like something that's the old belts just in a different colorway?
Yeah, but
if you like Jordan
really
1s,
yellow?
you don't hate Jordan 1s in a different colorway.
Yeah, if they came in piss yellow, I don't want them. I think that's my struggle. It's like pissy yellow.
No.
It's so
it's
bright.
gold, baby.
It's so gaudy.
Speaking of gaudy, Curtis, what up? Sorry, my bud. I didn't mean to do that to you. Wrasslin for Life family, acknowledge KJ and Big Nick by slamming that like button. What? Because the Prince of the Mid-South says so. See, like I said, speaking of gaudy, he's out here calling himself the Prince. Larry, with that outfit, I couldn't tell he had a belt on. Camouflage.
Yeah, that's right.
The Wonka suit confused me.
Yeah, this man comes out looking like the belt.
Right. That's how they're hiding it now. It's camouflage. It blends in with the outfit. This man's going to keep coming out wearing gold outfits.
I like it, man. I really do like it. I mean, I know you are really opposed, but I really do like it. And it's got all these intricacies and the ropes and the lions. And the other one's just a W with no intricacies or value.
So that'll be if we ever actually have like tag stream championships. Yours will just be that belt, and mine will just be Roman's new belt.
We might have to, We might have to like
do the first ever tag team with different belts.
Yeah, divide and conquer on that one.
Right. I wonder if Trish helped Zoe win the match. Very much, or she could help. She could cost Becky her match.
Yeah, I mean that is a possibility. That is definitely a possibility.
I've got Priest and Finn Balor coming out right now.
Yes, they are. Why? I said a bunch of nice things about you.
What?
That's what's sad.
Oh, I was like, wait, what did I do? What did I do?
What did I do now? Shit.
I'm in trouble. You're getting a public shaming right now.
No, my guy. You're good.
I hate the airhead color straps. Fruit roll-ups is more what I kind of thought they were. Or like fruit by the foot. No, I disagree. I think the biggest baby face is Sammy.
Who said the biggest? I agree with Sammy being the biggest baby face. Did I say otherwise?
No, I was the one who said Seth was, I think, the biggest baby face. I think that Sammy's very much on par. Like, there's a nice little group of them up there. You've got Sammy, you've got KO, you've got Seth, you've got Cody-ish. Cody might be back in the pack now a little bit.
He's still getting a big pop. He's still getting a big cheer. His merch is still moving. So I know people want Cody to fail, but so far, so good.
Right. And the funny laugh
here, diddly dee potato.
Whoa!
I'm Irish enough to say it.
Well, fair enough. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. And
I'm way more Scottish.
It literally sets the whole crowd off singing along the Seth song, and that's
more
again
wrestlers. More wrestlers need to have that ability to get the crowd involved. I've heard a lot of podcasters, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, flat crowd. It is not the crowd's job to work themselves up. And every once in a while, you do get a fucking dead crowd. I get it. I'm not blind to it. But realistically, if you give them something to get out of their fucking chairs for, they will. So I don't like when they blame the crowd. I just think more wrestlers need this kind of shit.
I will give you that point, but to me, I will also say that at times, though, when it comes to a quote-unquote dead crowd, it's more of because, like, say with Double or Nothing, by the time you got halfway through the show, you had seen everything. You'd seen all the furniture. You've seen all the high spots. You've seen all the blood, guts, and gore. So at that point, what is there left to see? That's what makes it hard for guys like in the main events. If the undercard's just doing everything that they've already done, when you have gimmick match after gimmick match after gimmick match, it gets hard to top it the next day.
And if you're standing on the edge of your seat, that's why there used to be, like, if you watch the old pay-per-views, there was a build. And you might, like, some of the earlier matches might not have been the most exciting, but give you something to cheer about, something to be happy about, warm you up, get you a little foreplay there. And then you build towards said climax. And that's what they're looking for with this. But if you come out just, again, if you're acting like a fucking, first timer on prom night, it's over quick and everyone's exhausted.
And that's your wrestling birds and the beef talk with KJ White, folks.
How do you guys appreciate those metaphors? Cross
that if you haven't had health class now, you have. So
education and wrestling.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if this is the best transition over to, but kind of saying congratulations to Bliss. She is a mom now.
I didn't know that was coming. Pause.
I might have planned that. I kind of like that belt with that outfit. Fair enough.
I like that belt.
Nick, what up? KJ White, Big Nick, Money in the Bank. What?
I'm looking forward to Money in the Bank. Like you said, it's kind of come like the kind of the fifth big one.
Yeah, 100%. Now, with our little prediction championship that we've got there up above my head and everything, do we get a Money in the Bank, bracket? Like whoever is second place, they get a Money in the Bank, or they can challenge at any point.
They can challenge the other guy anytime.
Right.
We might have to do something, but yeah, we'll definitely put it on the line. We didn't really put it on the line this weekend because there wasn't enough to give a shit about.
Vance saying, I understand why Roman's new belt getting some hate on, huh? A difference of opinions around here.
Like I said, if they would have given us like a modern fucking Eagle belt with like, a nice fucking emblem to it and a little more pizzazz, great. But all they did was take the shitty one they had and made it shittier.
I'm not even gonna argue with that right now because Seth just walked off with that promo and actually cut a really good promo. And I still, at times, it's a little hard with the uber eccentric, like basically doing the like Joker strut out of the ring and everything. Sometimes a bit much, but
dude, I said it for months. Like, this guy's driving me nuts. I can't put up with him. Heel Rollins, when he was being over the top, wasn't like heel heat. It was go home heat. And then he just grew on us and grew on us and grew on us. And he kind of
like Stockholm syndrome. He's done it enough that we just got used to
you're
it.
Just like, this is what it's supposed to be.
They literally say you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Right? All right, have the belt, man.
Cody on Miz TV. Sorry.
Yes, Cody on Miz. Interesting.
Pause. But, and remember on Friday when everyone was losing their minds thinking about how Cody was going to show up on SmackDown and just blow up the draft, entirely. How the dirt sheets, they do lie.
Yeah, and listen, I may be wrong about this, and I hate to be misquoted. I might have been Meltzer, but somebody I literally heard said, literally came out and they were like, well, Cody's going to be on Friday, so the draft is completely over. And I was like, really? And then it didn't happen. So does that mean the draft is still on? I know we're flirting with extinction here.
Right. We're like the dinosaurs here when it comes to this draft, just flirting with extinction. But speaking of someone I'd like to flirt with, I have Becky Lynch coming out right now. So we're going from one half of the power couple of Monday Night Raw to the other half.
Right. They are kind of a power couple. And I mean, she goes after the Money in the Bank. Her and Seth rocking belts. Let's go. And I think she looks great. Straightened hair, no big David Bowie costume. Let's fucking go. We're getting a Money in the Bank qualifier. I know some people love to kind of smash Becky, but listen, any company out there, including AEW, would love to have a Becky Lynch in their corner. She, to me, is my pick to win this Money in the Bank, and she'll be fun tormenting whoever the champion that she wants to go after is.
Well, now that she's gone back to being at least even a hybrid of the man Becky Lynch versus big time Bex and everything that just didn't work, the Lady Gaga shtick, not quite gotten over. But now that she's gone back to a little bit of the last kicker meets the man, I think it works really well. But yeah, so up next we're getting Becky Lynch versus Natalya in a Money in the Bank qualifier as we go into commercial.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't imagine this being too intense for Becky we saw Natalya job out pretty quick to Rhea Ripley. I don't know what we're going to get here, but I can't imagine we're going to see Natalya in the Money in the Bank.
But honestly, though, with Natalya being, I guess, the boat, she calls herself the boat. She says it, not
you know why she calls herself the boat, don't you? Because plastic floats.
Full. But if she were to win because, say, Becky got screwed over because of Zoe or because of Trish, you would still believe Natalya in there. If she's still, paid her due, you don't think that she would still be at least somebody that would be in there, even if they're not going to win it, at least maybe halfway.
She is the female Dolph Ziggler. I do not want her in the match. She's just a filler.
I didn't say you wanted her. I said she could win.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't want to match. Like, I have no faith in her winning. Like, she loses more than she wins. She's generally just somebody that they tack a tag team partner to. Yeah, no. I'm not. I don't much care for it. I can't see her being in there, and I can't see her being in the contender for the title.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll get back to talking to the contenders here in the chat. Steve saying Cody keeps playing his injury scenario okay, and his feuds, you'll start getting booed. Oh, so if he keeps playing kind of the boy cried wolf, I guess is what you're trying to say, Steve, that they'll start to get sick of it. They'll get annoyed.
Yeah.
Terrence just out here. Oops, sorry.
People just don't have patience for Cody. It's funny as shit. And I get it because, I mean, we talked about it before, Nick, where I'm like, especially like the end of AEW, we're like, this guy just needs to talk less. Like, it's so ridiculous. But
so what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, he really treads a line. Like, to me, he's got some natural heel vibes that people want to tap into, and he hates it. But we'll see. I mean, right now, people are loving him either way.
Oh, absolutely. But I do get to the point of if it's now we get to another injury of it's going to be where do we go from here? Because I don't think we're going to go right from here back to Roman. So it's where do we go after Brock? What's post Brock now?
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, well, that's a name of controversy that's been discussed this way, that way, and twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Bray would be a good fit, and you could kill a good 3 months with Bray. Win or lose, I mean, is the dark versus the light, like to a T as far as storytelling goes. It makes Bray relevant again and matter. If they do it proper, it gives Cody a formidable amount of hot times because we got to get to January, folks.
Well, what if when Bray loses that? Because if you're having Cody involved, Cody has to win. And if we're still building up this hard times out here, baby, it's the hard times out here. That where does Bray go after he loses? If you bring him back after this hiatus and he turns around and loses?
Well, because I think within the story, he can get a win, like he can have his moments. And I think Bray's character is such that if he's in something compelling, like say he does lose to Cody at Survivor Series, he shows up the following week and, you know, he's mad about losing and somebody crosses his path. That's enough for him to turn his attention to that guy. Oh, you think it's funny I lost? And now we're off and running, whether, you know, whoever it is.
Well, and I think it would be a good point to see Bray Wyatt's characters actually be able to take a loss at some point, because that's been the issue with The Fiend. That was even a little bit of the issue when he came back with Yonko Howdy of how does Bray ever lose in any of these? How does he take a loss and bounce back? And
the WWE historically has struggled with the giants. Undertaker is one of the outliers because they kind of got Undertaker right where he didn't, other than maybe blowing his
they've gotten it right twice and they keep trying to recreate it. They got it right once with Undertaker and they got it partial credit. They had us in the first half and then lost us in the back half, I feel, a little bit with Kane.
Follow the formula. He looks like a complete badass every time you see him. He's a threat. He's consistently fucking people up. And when he does lose, it's epic. And a lot of times when the Undertaker would take a loss, it meant you didn't see Undertaker for a couple months. He didn't just show back up. Like, you killed him to beat him. And then he came back.
That's where they screwed up The Fiend. But we're going on and on as we've got
on and on and
Becky versus Sonya right now, about to kick off with Chelsea Green at ringside. Terrence just letting us know, I guess, America.
Fuck yeah. I had to. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. I thought it. Gilly's saying, you fellas are on point. Well, we try to be from time to time.
Some days we're rolling.
Some days it's, you're aiming for the bullseye and you just shoot it straight in the ground.
It's just noodles on the wall.
Pause. Vance says, meant I don't understand. Well, fair enough.
Okay.
I think we got there in the end. The boss. What up? He's taking Seth Rollins, I guess, for later tonight.
We got Becky and Sonya, by the way, folks. If you are watching right now, we got around 50 people hanging out.
Becky.
Get your predictions in like these folks have.
Right. Trish could interfere 50-50 odds. That's how you know we're behind, and they just know the routine by now.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, the others teach them, and I appreciate it.
Wait,
I don't want to see DeVille in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't think anyone wants that. I like DeVille. I'm a fan of her, honestly.
She's really good, and the entrance and everything is good for DeVille. Nice music, like good presence, and she can wrestle. She really can wrestle.
Oh, absolutely. I think she's very talented. We thought that she could have been in a group with Shayna and Ronda. We thought that was going to happen at one point, and I think one of the best things that got her over was when she was doing the whole GM thing backstage, because she had to get better on the mic. She had to get better talking.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think she's done that. I mean, she's got more comfortable clearly in that role. Right. And I think her and Chelsea are kind of, like you said, the complaint department, the Karens at large, not bad.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, here's the question. Jay Kigo, what up? Saying, is the guy on the left Mike Pero, the wrestler that was in MLW?
Wait, who's on the left?
Your left or my left?
Yeah, I think, like, if I'm looking at my front end here, pause.
Mm-hmm.
Am I on the left? Yeah, am I the left?
Under,
is he the left?
Who I?
Because you're on my left. But I don't know.
I need to do
who's on the left
right now to try and figure out
who's on first.
Right, exactly. But as we've got Trish and Zoe Starks out right now.
Uh-oh. I got to look up Mike Pero.
Well, I was going to say it. Use that to guess which one he's trying to talk about. Wait, we got to see what this guy looks like and then go off of that to see who he was talking about.
Yeah, I might have to.
Long story short, I guess the answer is no.
No, probably not. Oh, definitely no. Oh, okay. I know Pero. Okay.
Nick, camera left. What?
I mean, it could be really either of us. I mean, he's a big burly dude.
I don't know. We had Big Dog that's been in the chat before compare me to fucking what's his name? The pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean, not Jack Sparrow.
Nick camera left. There you go. Wait, Captain Jack Sparrow?
Barbosa. No, Barbosa. He said with my beard I look like Barbosa. I was like, I don't see that, my guy.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's Mike Knox. Well, oh, why?
That's Mike Knox. There you go. You were on the left, apparently.
Oh.
To the viewers.
No, I'm not Mike Knox.
Nor am I.
Although you might be Kevin Owens. We never know. You always seem to take a pause whenever he comes out.
Right. So. Squid McMahon meddles and fondles while starting accusations and allegations. Pause.
What?
Actually, I'm going to take a pause. I'll be right back.
All righty, you do that as I'm over here choking.
Don't choke.
Yeah, pause. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Got to wet my whistle now. Again, double pause, but we are in commercial break right now, folks, as KJ is taking a pause for the cause. Seth for the win later on tonight, says Jordan. Boston, what up? Iron Cruels thought it was you, man. You guys look mad similar. Oh, so you actually thought, okay, so fair enough. Well, it's so weird apparently it's just the beard that everyone who has a beard always seems to look like somehow or look like somebody. But anyways, I will remind everybody, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything. We were just here taking a dirty victory through NWA, Crockett Cup, both night 1 and night 2. Ended up also still watching some GCW and New Japan Dominion as well. Well, we're back at it, kicking off another week in wrestling, watching Monday Night Raw, and we're rolling all the way through with NXT. We've got Free Tony. Wednesday Night Dynamite. Now we've got matches set up for Forbidden Door 2 and where we going forward towards that pay-per-view. Thursday, we're back at it like a jackrabbit with KJ and Ms. Luna Havoc for y'all. And then Friday, we get Friday Night SmackDown and what's next with the bloodline of the last we ended Friday Night SmackDown with was Jay's going to do what he always does, fall in line. So what's the next moment that we get with the bloodline? But if you have not done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And we do have the super chats and the super stickers if you want to make sure that we get your comment or if you want to just help support the channel. But as we are still in commercial, I see some new names. Inside the Ring. Hi, I'm new here, but I hope y'all had a good time watching y'all. I appreciate it. Inside the Ring. Right now, we're still outside the ring because we're in commercial break. But no, I appreciate you. Absolutely. Nothing but positivity. You found the place to be, my guy. Yeah, man, good show tonight. I'm just a new viewer tonight. So, see, we got multiple new viewers. So, absolutely. That goes back to my point. Go ahead, hit that bell notification, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we do this for anything and everything. No one literally calls professional wrestling like we do. And we've still got original content coming up. We got big things popping, little things stopping. Why? But we are back in action right now as I've got Sonya and Becky up on the top rope. It looks like Sonya's trying to go for a superplex here. I'd like to see Cody and Brock Lesnar have a 3 stages of hell. That was mentioned earlier, but yes, big superplex from Sonya onto Becky's. We've got Chelsea Green on ringside, and we've got Trish and Zoe just sitting up at the entrance ramp. Hey, bro, I'm mainly here to promote my podcast, but also here to watch. Fair enough. And just subscribe, my guy. So see everybody be like Jay here. Put that J in rotation because you know we a vitamin-friendly channel. I say change out 2 of the Samoans with others. Oh. Well, that could be a possibility. Maybe we get a Jacob Fatu, we get a Tama Tonga, even though he's Tongan, but maybe we get a Lance Anawahi or anything like that pops up. And it's going to be interesting because we've had Rikishi already put his 2 cents in, so KJ was happy. He just said, figure it out. So it's going to be interesting now that Solo's aligned himself solely with Roman instead of with his brothers, where we go here. But Becky right now just throwing bows. So again, folks, if you haven't done so already, give us your predictions in the chat, whether you're taking Becky or Sonya to win the first Money in the Bank qualifier match tonight on Monday Night Raw, and actually the first match so far. And thankfully, it didn't take them a whole half hour to get into a match. But baseball slide onto the outside. Oh, Chelsea with the boot to Becky. Oh, this can't be the way. Oh, beat trigger. Sonya backslide. 1, 2 count. Maybe that's why I enjoy the buzz here, because I'm enjoying some Jays too. Absolutely, 100%. Be a friend, tell a friend. We constantly got the vitamins going. Becky Lynch for the win. Oh, we already got that one. I feel like Seth isn't going to lose his title just yet, considering he's a longtime superstar. Oh, absolutely. I don't think that this is... Damian won't probably win tonight. I would say that's a safe bet, honestly. But to me, I like that Damian's involved in it. It shows that they are starting to get behind him, that he could fit in that role. But no, this is going to be Seth's got to go on a bit of a run for this. This is him validating that title. If we start hot-shotting it and hot potatoing it, even though, see, again, it looks like a potato in tinfoil. But if we start hot potatoing it as Becky lays out Chelsea Green, but if we start hot potatoing that belt around, it's going to lose what value it has already, what little value it has already. Becky just laying out Chelsea Green, but she's distracted as Corey Graves keeps pointing out why. Sonya's hounds down, 100% winning, no doubt about it. There we go, Ratnick. We'll see. Becky's hair grew more than a foot in a week. It's called a weave, my guy. It's called a weave. Larry, we all got vitamins. Yes, absolutely. And you need to put that in rotation by sharing us with everybody that you know that coulda, shoulda, woulda been a wrestling fan. Because even if they ain't a fan of wrestling, we'll make them a fan of us. Right? Seth will lose with J.D. Richard out here with the accusations. Water vitamins. Boston, if you don't know by now, then you ain't in the club, my guy. AJ and LA Knight need a shot with this new heavyweight championship at some point. No, we don't cross the streams. We don't cross the brands. We were supposed to have this brand split in this draft, and it actually means something. Those are 2 SmackDown superstars. They need to be going after Roman. Build up your brands exclusively. Use your talent that you have on your roster. Sorry. Oh, Chelsea Green with the assist. Speaking of assists, the man that came up out of the mist,
use it
like a creature out of the abyss.
Right, tag team back again.
Wait, no, you don't compare us to the complaint department. Sorry, why?
Oh, Chelsea got caught.
Oh, I got right now Sonya just throwing hands on Becky here.
So you're
looking like that Mortal Kombat, combo fatality here.
You're like a split second ahead of me.
All right, let me know when you got Sonya with arms raised on the top turnbuckle.
Wait, not yet. Now.
God. There we go.
Oh, rock bottom.
Manhandle slam. And Becky picks up the win.
We get the dubs.
Right.
So advancing to the Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch as she takes out Sonya with Starks and Trish watching on. And actually, you know what? Starks and Trish together, it works. It's good for Zoe. It really is.
It's so interesting because it's so weird to say, she's got a little bit of that Diesel Shawn vibe a bit. If she's out here in the thank you Trish shirt, and even though they're about the same height and everything, it's halfway apprentice and pupil, but it's also a bit of Trish's heavy
muscle.
She's the muscle.
Right. And then Zoe can get into a Money in the Bank and go, because Trish probably can't at that level. No offense, Trish. We love you. But at the same time, you get Zoe in there. You get Trish involved. She's still relevant in the angle. But we're getting a replay of the Bloodline from Friday, which was the best segment in all of wrestling. Up next, after this commercial break, we're going to dive back into that. And Nick and I are going to talk about all the ongoings.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let me know when you get Tiffany starting, because I feel like I hit the wrong button.
I got Tiffany right now doing a moonsault, holding a mic. 4 ladies.
I got the moonsault, so I'm like right on par with you. I'm a little behind.
Mm-hmm. But we are on commercial break. I assume my big buddy is going to venture that way as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Well, folks, we are rolling along. We are in a commercial break. Like Nick said, we are the channel for fans by fans. We cover more live wrestling than anybody else. We were here all weekend long. We covered the Crockett Cup. We covered some GCW. We covered some New Japan. And we are here all week long for all your weekly shows. And coming up, we will have Against All Odds Impact Friday. So it will be a triple header Friday with SmackDown, Rampage, and Impact. The following weekend, it is June 17th. It is in Chicago. It is the debut of Collision. It is the return of CM Punk. Folks, we will talk all about it. We'll be here live for all of it. Nick and I sat down and planned out our summer already. We're locked in and loaded for all the wrestling right in through September. Like I said, folks, nobody covers more live wrestling than we do. Some people are already chiming in with their predictions. So remember, if you're new here, we do take predictions. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Of course, Boston, our current predictions champion. He will put that belt on the line at the next pay-per-view. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Radnick, 0-1, went the wrong way. Sonya takes an L. I like Becky making it, guys, and I really do think Becky's the favorite. I agree now that Trish is more of a manager to Zoe. I like it. Yeah, because it minimizes both of them, right? And it accentuates their strengths and weaknesses, where I know some people don't like the Trish promos, but she's got such a, like, she's snooty but soft. Like, she's not screaming at the crowd like, you guys suck. She's just like sarcastically telling you, you wish you were me, don't you? I don't mind it. I see what she, her approach to it all. Starks, Green could use someone to talk for her, to be a little more aggravating. She's got a vet beside her. She, gets legitimized by it. And then when Zoe gets in the ring, she's outstanding. She's going to be in the Money in the Bank. She's going to qualify tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and I'm all for it. Nick's about to need a pause. Called it, Boston. Vitamins o'clock. Absolutely. It's out, that 1 hour mark. Gotta re-up. Maybe her business must have picked up. Richard, listen, if we can get something, I know a lot of fans have been asking for it. We haven't seen Bobby in a hot minute here. I'm curious what we do. But if we could reassemble the Hurt Business and kind of put that back together, I'd be all for it. I'd be very happy with that decision. We'll have to wait and see, though. Hey, Town Down. I thought you got drafted to SmackDown. No, I'm just kidding. Good to see you. Thank you for being back in the chat. Keyshawn, if I haven't said hello to you, the Summer of Punk. It's going to be a very intriguing Summer of Punk this time, guys. I really think he's up against heavy odds here. I don't think Tony announcing him the way he did set him up for success. I know I defended it and Nick got mad at me, but, Khan hasn't put Punk in the best of scenarios. These are going to be, a lot of tapings in Canada. They're not touring this show in the States initially outside of Chicago. It'll be very interesting how this summer plays out. I got all the optimism in the world. If it's a Saturday night show that bangs, that gets in there, it's got some real good angles, real good storytelling. Great. I mean, it could be the yin to the spot show bang or yang. That is Dynamite. We'll see how it plays out. Summer of Punk. KJ, Knight wins Money in the Bank. Cody versus Roman at Mania. Cody wins, is hurting. Knight steals Cody's belt. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think LA Knight is a favorite. I still think the way I see it, guys, and I know I've taken some heat for this one, I think Logan Paul could win Money in the Bank. With his history with Seth, he could just literally spend time harassing Seth. And if you look at it from a WWE standpoint, what does WWE love? Marketing, commercials, promotion, name value, click value. Logan Paul showing up on his podcast, showing up at fights with the Money in the Bank briefcase over his shoulder might sound really good for WWE business. In addition to that, Logan Paul showed he can go with Seth Rollins. So if he keeps kind of being that arrogant prick that we know he is and keeps kind of toying with Seth, I think it could work. LA Knight winning, I have no problem with it. I just don't know if Cody's going to get hijacked. I think they're going to do everything they can to sell that moment. Cody's big win. The story has been told. Fireworks, confetti, children crying, his wife in the ring. Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, I'm getting a recap of what happened on SmackDown. Of course, we had hard times. Jimmy standing up to Roman. And folks, if you didn't watch it, I mean, for anybody who didn't know, Jimmy hung. He was right toe-to-toe with Roman. He didn't step back. He wasn't weak on the mic. He was just as impassionate and convincing as anybody with that mic. I thought it was great. Roman demanding that Jay help turn on Jimmy. Solo acting like he was going to side with his brothers. That one little look, that one moment where Roman looks at Solo and Solo just buries that thumb in the throat of Jimmy. And then, of course, as they leave, Roman says, yeah, Jay will fall in line. Don't worry. Like, this isn't over. This isn't cut and dry. This isn't, the bloodline's broken up. Roman's arrogant enough to believe that it will work out. He is the head of the table and he will be respected. He will be acknowledged by everybody, including his family, whether they like it or not. So, all for it. All for it. But that moment when they hugged and everyone was like, oh, shit. But he mooshed Roman's face. Tell me you guys didn't pop when that happened. And I'll put this out there to everybody watching. We got about 60 people hanging around right now. In the chat, give me a thumbs up, a flame, whatever you want. How did you feel about that? Was the final segment of SmackDown on Friday the best segment of wrestling in the week? If you agree, thumbs up, fire, woohoo, whatever you want. If you disagree, thumbs down, sad face, whatever you got. I want to know how you guys feel. But to me, it was brilliant. It was spot on. It was Money in the Bank. Pun intended. Now, like, the way they played it out, and it's the details, it's the intricacies. It's letting moments breathe. Like, they didn't, he didn't spear Jimmy in the throat and then just jump on him and beat him up. No, there's this pause. You let the shock of the betrayal set in. It doesn't become a melee. You let the little details speak volumes. To me, kudos. High five. Great job. We got a W. We got flames. We got more flames. Roman Reigns spears on the Miz. That'd be nice. Was that hug a tease of potential Roman babyface test the crowd? Maybe. That's an interesting take, Nick. Could it have been just like a toe in the water? But truthfully, maybe. But I think they kind of have an indication that Roman's on such a level right now. If you had the right heel, if you had the right person going after Roman, and he started turning that attitude, that swag, into a pro babyface kind of vibe, I think they think he can pull it off. But I do think they might worry about taking away a little bit of his steam. And I got KO, I got Sammy, and I got Imperium. And one guy who's truly benefited from this draft, whether it exists or not, is our buddy Ludwig right here. He's got a lot of microphone time. He's got a lot of TV time since the draft happened. Steve G says no, you're not feeling it. Right now, Kevin Owens is just giving Imperium shit. It is awesome. Gunther's in the house. Gunther's in the house. No, double turns. There you go. There you go. Nick getting greedy. Greedy booking. Double turn not booked. Richard not feeling it. What's up? Bobby Big Wheels in the house. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. What's up, you all? Roman turned babyface total. Oh, now we got some face fuchsia poop shape. There you go. Do you ever think you'd say those 4 words in a row? All right, Kevin can't take it. He's going to fight. What is happening? Wait, what's happening? Did Kevin Owens just challenge Gunther? Ah! Corey freaking out. This is not scheduled. KO don't care. He just wants to fight somebody. And love it or hate it, guys. I absolutely love it. I don't give a shit what the critics say. Watching KO do KO and be a focal point of this show, it's been outstanding. Screams and yells, storms off. That's it. I got to fight. You're like, yes. There you go. Gunther pissed him off. Now KO's going to fight Gunther. Going to be a good match. A bonus match here on Raw. Sign me the fuck up. I'm all for it. Hi, my name is John Mark. What's up, John Mark? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. I'm so down for this match. Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's going to end in some type of kerfuffle, some type of shenanigans. I don't think we're going to get a clear, concise winner on this one. But ultimately, yeah, give me 10 minutes of Gunther and KO. Let's go. But we are in another commercial break. I will take a second to remind everybody out there, my buddy Big Nick is just on a pause for the cause. He should be back momentarily. And then I am rolling through with my tag team partner. We are the Wrestling for Life Network, and we cover all the shows. We do not stop. We're here all night long, and we will be back all week long for all the shows. You name it, we cover it. We cover more live wrestling than any channel out there. So if you're new, like, subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Don't be shy. Get in the chat. We are the channel for fans by fans, the channel that built everything around this chat. So get in there, and if you want to get noticed, don't forget the super stickers and the super chat. Be a part of all the fun, folks. Nobody breaks down wrestling as unbiased, unclear, uncensored. I like the unclear part. Uncensored than us. So do not miss out. I don't think Gunther will answer the challenge, though. Interesting. Sure he will. He'll get in there, roll around for a couple of minutes, right? Just when it looks like it's going good for Owen, Ludwig and Eichner get involved. I could see it happening, Boston. Let's not rule it out. Gunther for the win. Yeah, right away going for Gunther. 100%. Oh, we got more fuchsia poo. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate the fuchsia poo. Thumbs up from Carlton. Welcome. Loving seeing all these new faces in here as of late. You're welcome, Larry. That's nice. Dream DC Gamer. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Speaking of, welcome.
I was going to say, well, speaking of an old face instead of a new face.
Welcome back, sir. So we getting an impromptu KO Gunther match, maybe.
I see this. That's why I was itching to come back here. Pause. But yeah, I still even like, and I still pop myself with everything from last week. We always hear from the Slender Man. We never hear from the bald one.
Right.
Say the line. Do the thing. Thank you.
Listen, man, this is KO at his best, right? Like when you let KO loose, and we saw a lot of it when he was doing like the partnership with Jericho and that whole angle. He's really good on the mic. I don't think anybody takes that away from him. So to kind of see him get back to it where he's standing out as a star, that whole sequence where he just stormed off, I got to fight, and Sammy's like running behind him. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Oh, absolutely. The man's sitting there doing this in the middle of, them doing their little pose entrance and everything. He's sneaking a Snickers bar during the press conference.
The Snickers bar shit is the funniest fucking thing, man. And I think part of it was because I could relate so much of being like, I'm hungry.
Oh, I was going to say, as a fellow Beardo, and especially you're damn near his doppelganger. So did you feel like you ate a Snickers as he was doing that? Is that how?
Yeah, live vicariously. Like I mean,
you live vicariously. Like every time right you throw down a Molson, he has a Molson just go through him, right? And shit like that.
If you live vicariously every time he takes a bump.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we are rolling along here, folks.
Alexis, what up? Could be KO be next in line for, I'm assuming you were talking about world title shot, because I don't see him going after the IC belt.
Next in line. What do you think? I mean, no, I think he's going to do this tag team thing for a while.
Oh yeah. Well, how long do we go until we get the tag team titles split? Because we need that.
Yeah, well, listen, step by step. I hear the rumor is up next is a remake of the women's title.
Yeah, because that's why they haven't switched them, is because they're just going to redo them. Yeah. Now, I heard the dirty rumor that they were just going to be smaller white strap versions of the men's titles. Just doing literally what we did before.
Lazy. That's what I think is going to happen. And I mean, you get a little version of your candy wrapper, you're going to be upset, like the Monday one.
Right. You got the white colorway and the black colorway.
I think the women should have a unique title. I think the tag team should have a unique title. Everybody, like Roman should be the only one with the W. If you're going to make the W mean anything, he should be the only one with the big W fucking belt.
Oh, absolutely. Well, remember during like the Attitude Era and everything like that, to where the men's titles all look different, the women's titles all look different. And now we've just gotten down to everything's just colorways.
Yeah, well, and you're supporting that decision, bothered.
I am on one aspect, sir.
What's up, Patricia? How you doing? John Mark's saying hi again. How are you, buddy? How are you,
what
buddy?
Up? I didn't think I get to say hi to him. So, Alexis, what up? Kofi, what up?
We live, baby. We always live, Kofi.
Yeah, we got the nice little video package there for Hayden Carter and Katana Chance. But I've got Imperium coming out right now.
I know some people are freaking out about this too, by the way.
Why?
Is that like, what if they haven't done anything with these women? Relax.
Give it fucking time, people.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm happy to hear you say that.
No, it's 100% of, I think MJF even put it best in their whole little post show press conference of, we're in a get everything instantly now society at this point, and no one will actually take any patience, any time to let anything grow. Of if they pushed them, if they booked them right out of the gate, you'd be saying they're pushing them down our throat. That they're being over pushed, they're overworked, they're getting thrown on our TV just because all of that. And now because they're not getting used, it's the complete opposite way of it. It's fickle.
No, it can be. And I mean, we've talked about like, again, some of the people that review Raw and AEW, they often are super impatient. Like, let's see what happens, then throw a temper tantrum. I mean, I'm not saying there's no reasons to be pissed off at the wrestling. I'm just saying, let it breathe. Let's see what they're fucking up to. And if they don't deliver, they don't deliver. We can all shit on it. But
the Bloodline story wasn't built in a day.
No, it shouldn't be. None of the stories should be built in a day. So I'll give it time, but we do have KO and Gunther. If you haven't made a prediction yet, folks, or you're new here, we will take a G for Gunther. We'll take a K for KO. If you're feeling lazy, I mean, it's KO for Christ's sake. But get in the chat. Let us know who you are taking in this match. And do remember, we do have our prediction championship, which we will put on the line next pay-per-view.
Do we put it on for Impact, or
No.
Are we going for... So then that would be what, Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank, I think, would be the next major one that we would use the belt for.
Fair enough.
Everything up until then is
Gunther. Alexis is taking KO.
Okay.
Patricia's taking KO. Richard's taking KO, but match was started, then Gunther. No.
Oh, not looking good for KO to start.
Well, he rolls through right now on the arm hold there from Gunther.
Yeah, I got the arm hold right now.
Oh, I got him slapping the taste out of Gunther's mouth here.
Yeah, he's
Let me
laughing.
know when you get to KO with a headlock.
Oh, he just clapped him upside the ear. Big kick. Forearm. Side headlock.
Okay. So we should be good now. Kayla taking KO. Inside the ring taking KO. I'll wager 400 quad lose
Nobody
on
wins this match.
on the newcomer.
I do not believe. Oh, I'll wager 400 quad lose.
I was like, you had me there. The vitamins are just affecting me here.
Oh, it took me a second. I got it.
I still don't.
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Right.
I think Riddle gets involved. I agree with Damian Heater here. There's a very big potential that I don't think we get a winner on this one. I can't see KO beating Gunther by any means. And
big German suplex.
I think it just could be a melee. It ends not well.
It ends in a no contest.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Fair enough. I don't want to see Rey Mysterio versus Roman. Steve, no one does. No one pitched that.
No, what's this one? Thoughts on Rey Mysterio versus Roman Reigns? The thing with Rey at this point is Rey's a really good gatekeeper. Rey's a really good help a young guy. Oh shit, is KO dead?
Gunther just smashed the back of KO's head into the guardrail there.
Holy shit.
And they've got even the LED screen around like the padded barricade.
Gunther's a perfect example of you can make a guy look like you're killing a man without using a table, without using a chair, without using any weapons, without using any craziness. Just by legitimately beating the shit out of somebody, you can make it look worthwhile and entertaining.
Absolutely. That's why it's so interesting that he's now looked at as like a special breed. That's just what pro wrestling kind of used to be.
He's a throwback in all the right ways.
Absolutely. Well, and even then, everybody knows how big KO is and all of that. And he's just throwing this man around. Like he sat there and just
sack of potatoes,
tossed him onto the apron right on his back. And literally, you can't even call it a move because he just yeeted that fucking man.
Right. I got Raw Dog for KJ and just Nick for Nick.
What?
Love
you, A-Town, but what?
No Tricky Nicky tonight? No, okay.
I don't even know. There's big guy with the just for Nick men or whatever the hell it was.
Inside the ring says, if KO wins, I'll buy all of us chocolate chip ice cream. I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that, bro. I'll find you.
Where are my ice cream bars?
Tune in on the 17th. We'll see if there's ice cream bars involved.
They'll 100% be giving those fuckers away.
Right.
Now, as we are in commercial, we want to touch on how it's still funny to me that they're just not going to play ball with Punk of that. We're not going to get the Elite or anything like that.
No. Oh, no, not that I don't want to touch on it. No, we're not
going to no, you're good.
No, here, this is what we both have said many times on this channel here, Nick. The thing with the Elite and Punk, regardless of who's right, who's wrong, who's up, who's down, who did what, the problem with this is people who are considered EVPs of a company should be putting the company's interests first, not their own. They should be building up the company. They should be building up the product, not themselves. Like, you want to build yourself, don't get me wrong, but you want to see the best for the company because it's best for you, it's best for business. Tony had an obligation to turn this into business, and he hasn't been able to do that. Instead, he came out with another show, and he's going to put all his misfits over there so that they don't cross paths with the softies of the group. They don't hurt any feelings. They don't upset anybody. It's ridiculous. It's childish, and it's like, one of your players sitting out. Oh, I don't want to play. I don't want to be on that guy's line, so I'm just going to sit here. Like, it's bullshit. It's detracting from everything.
It shows how effective Tony Khan is as an actual boss of and that's the thing of regardless how you feel about it, whether you agree with the Bucks, whether you agree with Punk, this whole situation and the back and forth little pissant contest that they've had going on has cost this company millions, not just in revenue, in merchandise, in ratings. AEW is in a whole different light and in a whole different business, like in a whole different position if egos could get put aside with this. And when someone's an executive vice president of the company, there's a certain bearing that comes with that you really need to be able to put your ego aside. Unless you're going to go Hulk Hogan, it doesn't work for me, brother, which I think they have.
Yeah, and it feels that way. And again, a lot of it is some speculation. A lot of it is interesting as far as why can't there be common ground? Why can't everybody shake hands and say, listen, I don't love you, but we're going to get in this ring and we're going to turn this out? Because realistically, dude, if they could, it would be the most watched thing in all of wrestling, because everybody would be tuning in waiting for somebody to land one too stiff and it turned into a melee. Like, it is compelling TV. It's been the most interesting thing about AEW, and it has not been on the show.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those as big slam and twist to the neck there from Gunther as we're back into action. But it's the most compelling story that they could do. It's a way to print money, and it's kind of sad that I'm probably never going to get that. Because
that neck breaker is rude.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Those
Jake, what up?
What's going on, Jake?
Why?
Sorry.
No, I was just going to mention, I thought we were at the top of the hour because they had the lower third there.
No, we're a little bit not quite there yet, but Gunther is just laying waste to Kevin Owens right now, guys. And listen, we were not expecting this match. I'm happy we got it, and so far so good. Gunther just working KO. Love it.
Well, and this shows you still the depth that they actually really have on their roster. And now, like we were saying towards the top of the show, like when we were here before the start of the show, now with having this IC belt here, you've got Gunther who can have these fantastic matches with KO, with a Riddle, like we've talked about, etc. Even a Ricochet, to where they become, that nice little bridge when you're in the second hour, and then you can still lead to the World Heavyweight Championship coming up in the main event.
B for brutality. Money, that's Rhea. Amen. Nice call.
Oh, well, there was somebody that mentioned that, said that we remind them of the Viking Raiders. I feel like
who said that?
Hold on. I'll get there. Inside the ring, y'all remind me of the Viking Raiders. Oh, I take offense.
Not the Hot Topic Raiders, though. The Viking
Raiders. I was going to say,
OGs.
Who's Eric and who's Ivar?
I don't know. I feel Eric. Ivar's kind of the more playful one, no? Pause.
Can I just be the berserker and just go hush?
The berserker.
Right.
TK needs to stop the media scrums. He has no control at them. Listen, I think the WWE does media scrums perfectly for wrestling. It's 80% kayfabe. They come out, they talk about the match they're going to have. They're mostly in character, 90% of it, or 80% of it, like I originally said. But they're into the story. It's helped building the story. These post matches where they come out and talk about how they work together and they're so proud of each other. And listen, I don't think MJF's press conference, as brilliant as he is great for Tony and his business.
Not at all. And well, I'll take this take on it, as we've got Boston Crab from Gunther onto Kevin Owens, because I know I'm going to go on a bit of a thing with this. Because to me, when WWE does their media scrums and everything, they still, at least most of the time, talk business. They talk about the gate. They do it. They treat it more like how when you see Dana White holding a post fight press conference and everything, it's still talking business. You still get serious questions. You get a little bit of some kayfabe, all of that, but there's not huge groundbreaking stuff or anything like that. Granted, with AEW, MJF on a media scrum is cannot miss. Absolutely, that is worth sticking around. But the fact that they're doing stuff like that, and they're not using it. Big boot from Gunther on a KO.
Yeah, no,
but they're not doing it to try and draw eyes on the pay-per-view. Like, at this point, when you're doing it, everybody who has bought the pay-per-view has bought the pay-per-view. You're not selling replays off of this. This is literally, I feel, more of a way for Tony to feel like he's got his big boy pants on, and he's going to have a media scrum because these are all softball questions. It's great to see MJF just still be in character and cut a promo, because you can't miss on any MJF promo. But what is gained from these post-show press conferences outside of, like you said, it makes Tony look even more like a goof when he doesn't need to.
And it doesn't accomplish
in areas that you don't need to.
Yeah, it doesn't accomplish anything realistically. It doesn't help drive anything. And here's Tony Khan, a guy who like highlights a wrestler like Orange Cassidy week in and week out, been the title, who has more wins than anybody, is really making it count. And your champion comes out and says, "Oh, that guy's an idiot for showing up every week." It's not good. Kayfabe or not, it's not good.
Yes, I do agree with that, but that's why I'm saying that this, as entertaining as it is for us, because it's always great, like I said, to hear an MJF promo, but it's backfiring big time for Tony. It's really not. It's not helping anything. What do you take from it? Or you're not getting anything really like news breaking or groundworthy or replayable out of it outside of an MJF promo. Is we're getting close on
wailing on each other, Nick. Huge German. Oh.
And we're not talking about Gunther. Well, he's Austrian, but
close.
Right, and a big German suplex from KO on a Gunther.
But
I don't give a shit. The WWE press conferences, I'm not saying a wrestling press conference is something that it needs to be praised. It needs to be a big, huge thing.
No.
But WWE at least treats it like it's a business thing. They boom, they get in, and they get out.
Everything you do in this business has to help push your business forward and present the product you're trying to present. Whether people love or hate what the WWE present, their branding is consistent. When they show up at those press conferences, they are helps telling the story or a future story, and that's what they want, and that's how it should be.
Absolutely. I can't follow that up, so I'm going to go with C-Money's comment here that Chav pulled up of saying, if Vikings executed verbal suplexes.
Right, yes, now the follow-up question is
smack it down. Why?
The next one by our buddy is the funniest shit. Where is it? Money, did you say herbal relaxers? We do both. We do both.
Right, we do. We're herbal relaxers, and we're. I was trying to think of something
herbal suplexes
that quick. Yeah, no, we're out here laying them verbal Gunther chops.
Gunther just like kicking KO.
Steve G says Big Nick and KJ and Big Nick. I exactly 100% agree with you both. Rocco, fight Canada, fight. So you got to stand up for your people, people. Gunther in the corner, cannonball.
Sammy excited.
Dos amigos, dos.
What a fucking match, folks. I don't give very much of a care to anybody that's going to tell me that this match is not worth the time.
Oh, 100%. And this is what's great, because we rolled through the top of the hour. Like, you've got people flipping through and they click on and they've got Gunther and Kevin Owens
and
going at it.
Nuts.
You're not clicking away.
I agree with you, Nick. I really
agree. As we see with us, y'all should not click away either. What? You should tell more people to click in. What?
Rolls through the the shotgun drop kick, the best shotgun.
Oh, and that man, that was impressive. That man like straight up put his knees and his feet right on KO's chest and like sprung off him.
KO was too close, and Gunther had to get his fucking knees to his chin real quick to fit him in there.
But still, with a guy of Gunther's size and everything to do that. Fisherman suplex.
Fisherman.
1, 2, 2 count. Duh.
No, do.
Surprise, no interference, yes.
Not yet.
This has just been a great goddamn match. Great match.
Look, Triple H booking.
right. So what here? We'll have to do thumbs up, thumbs down. What was Vince and what was Hunter?
Right, guys, this is a barn burner. And listen, you throw some flames in that chat if you agree, but what a fucking match just randomly at the end of the first hour of Raw here. This is excellent.
Oh, 100%, as we've got Gunther going up for a superplex. And that just looks, because he doesn't hook the arm around his head. 2 count. It just looks like he's just tossing there.
Yeah, it's like a super potato bag toss. Like
Gunther going up top. Yeah, a man of that size should not fly like that.
Yeah, that's a bullfrog, bitch.
Yeah, that's a toad.
Yeah, fucking the toes.
Goes for the splash. KO gets the knees up.
Oh, no.
Swanton bomb.
Wow.
Two
We
count.
got two.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, chat. We're going to have to ignore you for a few minutes here.
Yeah,
Keep putting your
you
thoughts
can
in there.
have
We'll
that.
catch up.
We got a Maple Leaf power, Maple Leaf bomb.
Yeah.
Just,
Somebody
God,
said out
this
there,
is a great match.
Fight Canada fight. Yeah, let's go, KO. Putting on a clinic tonight. The crowd is up, Nick.
Oh, 100%. And
there
this
we go.
interesting because, we've got the bone one.
Sammy and Eichner.
Yeah, hockey fight.
Oh, wait, Ludwig's in there.
KO's getting involved as well, but is this
no.
a good way to get a bit of a spotlight on KO because he might have halfway felt outshined because, like we said, Sammy's gotten the big pops, the big spotlights. Gone with the roll up after the distraction.
There you go. Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, that's okay. We
didn't have interference until the very end was when we got the distraction. I like it because it was quick and it caused the finish super fast.
And a big man like Gunther rolling you up like that is when a roll-up works for me. I know we bitch a lot about the roll-ups. He was distracted. He hit the stunner, gets rolled up, and the heels run away with a cheeky win.
The best thing about that to me is it was fast. It was literally you blink and you miss it. We were calling other stuff and talking about this, that, and the third, and damn near missed the roll up in the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
because it actually happened super fast versus these long drawn out of. You don't know if the person's still in the match. They've been laying comatose outside the ring for so long.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And Nick, I think you hit a really, really good point where, KO goes and plays hype man in Saudi Arabia, essentially for Sami Zayn. And I mean, we come back here tonight and this really did feel all about KO. KO was kind of the spotlight. KO was the one that picks the fight. And listen, that match was beautiful. Like if people out there giving the intergender match from last week between Jericho and Cole and family, a 4 out of 5 stars. What was this one?
Oh, well, 100% to me. That's already clearly match of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic way. That gives Monday Night Raw a bunch of brownie points. And we've still got Priest versus Rollins. We've got Cody versus on MITB. I feel like we're stepping down the ladder here, but
don't do it.
Right. But and we've still got
up next.
Ronda and Shayna. Now, did you hear the reports that Ronda demanded that they have a tag team?
Yes. Listen, I'm all for it, dude. Listen, a lot of people let that go, and I think being in a tag team plays well for Ronda. I've been one of the biggest critics of Ronda Rousey, and I used to once upon a time have a gig, and Ronda Rousey was a friend of the show, and a couple times I got myself in some hot water for kind of poking the bear. But I mean, it is what it is.
That by Ronda.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think at the end of the day, Ronda didn't do a whole lot to appeal to me as a wrestler. And this feels different. You can legitimately see her and Shayna running around picking on women and bullying them and being nasty and gritty. And for all the times that people just drop those belts on a desk and quit, it's nice that somebody actually wants them. Maybe we get something here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and we've said for the longest time of even when you had initially the 4 horsewomen and all of that, of that should be the way that they potentially go with it. Of Ronda was really great initially out of the gate, and then she had the Becky feud, and the wheels fell off. And now she works well to where she's got someone like Shayna to play off of to maybe kind of cover up some things that Ronda can't do so great. And they come across as legit badasses of, for a fact of they would whoop our asses, let alone half the female roster. So to see them with the tag belts, they're trying to, I think, actually add some credibility. Hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed. Pray to Jesus with all of that. Like they're doing with the World Heavyweight Championship of having Ronda and Shayna, you've got actual badass threats out of that versus Team Smiles.
Right. No, back to the chat real quick here, Nick. I see some fans mixed reviews about the roll-up. Folks, that was a fucking great match. And that roll-up done in that manner, to me, it flowed, it worked. It wasn't an easy out. It was a way to kind of make the story continue. right? Now, if you're building up, Imperium is the number one contenders as far as I can understand. I mean, so you build that up, like, and Gunther should beat KO, but you don't want KO to take a big power bomb and get folded in half like everybody else. I'm okay with this one. This to me is not a lazy roll up. It makes sense.
No, this was a great way to have both men get out of here, not really losing anything, maybe even gaining something out of it a little bit. And neither man, like I said, lost anything out of this because it was super quick. It was fast enough that literally blink and you miss it. Oh, we've got the distraction. And immediately right after that, we get the roll up 1, 2, 3. So that saved a lot of it. And KO still looks strong coming out of a loss.
Dave says Big Kev is the man. Shame they won't get behind him as a top man again. You never say never, man. Like, if he keeps staying popular and doing his thing, you never know. We've seen a lot of people win belts that we never expected, and I think KO's deserving. I'd be happy with a champion KO.
I'm still waiting for the big payoff, the big blow off from when we get the fallout between Sammy and KO, because especially WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Oh, doesn't that sound nice to have a WrestleMania match between KO and Sammy?
Yeah, my only hesitation with that was, could they stretch this out till then? They can, but when they put them together, the most exciting part was at some point they were going to turn. They were going to start. We're going to get another round of KO and Sammy at some point, and anybody out there is like, I'm sick of that. Fuck you. You're not paying attention.
What?
All right. Solo will turn on Roman and will win the world title. Then Cody wins. I don't think so, Kenny. Close, but a bit of a reach for me. If Cody wins that belt from anybody but Roman, it's a problem.
And, well, here's an interesting take that I've heard floated around a little bit as we're getting a replay of the finish of that match of, could Roman losing the belt, like the when Roman loses, could it have potentially the same type of reaction, or the same shock value of Taker losing the streak?
Yeah, I think I saw this too, Nick. And my initial thought when I read it, my knee-jerk reaction was, depending on how it plays out, I think there will be that moment of like, holy fuck, it actually happened. And that's what you kind of want.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what makes this so great. And I know we joke about it with the Shrek references, but this story has layers. Samoans have layers.
We fit Shrek into
every layers. Well,
I don't understand why Riddle wasn't involved in the last segment, then have him involved now.
He forgot where he was.
He was late, bro. Where's the entrance?
Right. His scooter popped a tire.
Bro, I swear I had something to do today.
Right. Still, it's the best moment of when he's, mid promo with Asuka and forgets his fucking lines. But as we've got got Imperium going against Riddle, Ludwig over the cases, and we've got a ankle lock on Eichner.
So random. What happened to Gunther? Why isn't Gunther in there kicking him?
Because he's got to go through the choppers first. We've got to, you got to get that pass here. You got to build up to the final boss. What? Go ahead.
I'm out. So they're calling for help. They need a medic because of the ankle lock. Does this set up Imperium needing another member?
You see the eye twitch. Because he done. I would rather see, because I know where you're going with this, because the rumor is that we're going to get Ilya Dragunov joining.
What about Wolf first?
What about Wolf? 100%. Wolf, I think he's
still hurt.
I'm fine with. It's the Ilya thing, because I want to see, especially on a premium live
event, love Ilya. Let's
WrestleMania
go.
Or something like that. See Gunther versus Ilya.
So, like I said with KO,
of Butch, Ilya, and Gunther, and just shut up and take my money.
Right? No, I agree with you on that regard. But for me, that's where you begin it. Is Ilya comes in and helps Gunther, but after a while, he doesn't like Gunther anymore, and then we go down that path. Like that's the fun part about putting them together. Eventually, you got to break them up. Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Ilya on the team with Imperium makes him almost unbeatable, in my humble opinion. I drafted the guy 5th.
Well. There's been the whole speculated thing to where we're going to get Imperium versus Judgment Day at War Games. I heard that floated around to where we get JD McDonough, who joins with Judgment Day, and then we get Ilya, who joins with Imperium. I don't want to see it.
I don't know if that's where they would go, but I agree with Chef.
Hey, speaking of how we were saying that Katana Chance and Kane Carter, and boy, howdy do they look short next to these two women.
Do they not look like tiny women?
Little bit. This is freshmen confronting seniors right now.
That's what it is.
Katana Chance and Kane Carter confronting Shayna and Ronda Rousey, and don't worry, their names do sound a little bit like a strip club. But
Ronda jumps into, are we in Munchkin Land?
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the tag team division, the tag team division. Literally, like, Saxton is barely taller than Shayna and Ronda, and these two women respectfully are at like shoulder level to Shayna.
Roll up is such lazy. I agree with you, C Money. We get so many shitty roll ups. I do, but I can't agree on this one. I think it fits. It suited the moment, and it was executed very well. I think it didn't bother me that it ended this way. It's so many end this way, right? But
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
victim of the circumstances around you. And we're already getting now Shayna and Ronda coming out here.
What's up, Robert? Burn it down indeed, and burn your fingers over to that like button, and make sure you subscribe while you're doing it.
Shayna actually looks like a badass. Ronda looks like the chick who's trying to play a badass. Just saying.
Well, Ronda Drowsy and Shayna are here.
Caden is fun size. Pause. Accusation. Where was it? I think it was. I don't know. I gotta find your comment. I think it was JV. That was saying, what in the Oompa Loompa was that shit? So we already had Seth coming out here with the Willy Wonka ticket jacket. So now we've got the Oompa Loompas here.
I agree or disagree. Matt Riddle would have fit in the old ECW. Yeah, I mean, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I was gonna say him and RVD and Sabu. Holy shit!
Holy yeah!
Lock your doors and put the women and children away.
What's the next craze? The schoolboy. Yeah, we could use some more schoolboys. We don't get enough schoolboys anymore.
Pause.
We're getting a stay home from Shazad. Thank you.
I'd love to stay home, and that's how you help us out. Is we got the merch store, we got the super chats, the super stickers, and everything like that. So 100%. If you want us to be covering even more wrestling and bringing you more content than we already do, then you can help us out with the super chat, the super stickers. We got, like I said, we got the merch store. This is where you pull up the picture there, sir.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Producer man, yes.
Look at this guy. Yes, go check out the merch store. The link is below. Get yourself a Wrasslin for Life t-shirt. Make sure you become part of the family. And remember, there's always chances to win the t-shirt. If you can get a Wrasslin for Life logo on a sign and have it present at one of the pay-per-views or one of the shows, we will send you your very own t-shirt. Plus, sometimes we do contests and have a lot of fun. But in the meantime, the entire merch store is priced to sell. It's at basement prices right now. So before those prices go up and the demand goes up with it, go get yourself a Wrasslin for Life t-shirt.
Oh, and absolutely. Much
or
like
hoodie.
I was going to say, well, much like the, championship belts and everything like that, we got all the colorways to get you covered. Still always dropping new stuff. And we got all sorts of options. We got anything from a crop top to, if you want to show off the boys, you want to be like Pretty Deadly out there in the crop top, you can have that. Not even what I'm mad at. But we got the hoodies, we got the shirts, we got colorways, all that. And we're still always dropping new stuff.
Right. So thank you. I'd like to see Dominic go against Seth for the World Heavy. I feel like that's punching too far up right now. I like what Dom's done. I give him all the credit in the world, but I think it's I don't know, dude.
There's the rumor going around that Dom is allegedly set to win a championship, whether it's the tag team, the IC, the US, a championship in WWE sooner rather than later. I think it'd be
tag team.
I say tag team at best.
Out of because I can't. People have talked about him going after Gunther. I'm like, are you outside of your mind? That's an ass whooping.
It'd be a hell of a match. It probably, honestly, would be a hell of a match because that man would get beat from pillar to fucking post. But
now, the other option you come back with is he's not going to go. He might go after Seth unsuccessfully, but you know what? I will say this. I'll change my opinion slightly, Nick. If you book Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins, this could be one of those matches where a guy like Seth puts an absolute shine on Dominic, and this is one of those nights where Dominic can really put his foot down and say, no, look, guys, I can do this. I know you saw the young kid coming up, but watch this. Okay.
I would like that if you did that like as a one-off, like an open challenge. Like a Raw. Like an open challenge. Right. Yeah, you have that on a Raw to where he goes out and much like a Damian Priest of, I got this, I can do this. And maybe he's the one that actually pushes Seth for a good bit. And everything. Yeah, I saw that. But,
well,
that's how you get hit upside the head with a frying pan. So.
Well, here's the tip: order one, and let's find out.
Right. You never know. We might have those
case scenario.
Right. Worst case, Ontario. You got a wrestling t-shirt.
Got Ronda and Shayna for the win. The good shout. I got Ronda and Shayna for the win as well.
Please, Lord, please, yes. That would make Saturdays even more entertaining. That would
another roll up, a surprise roll up by Carter and Chance.
Oh no,
Katana and Chance. I keep going. Why do I want to call them Carter and Chance? It feels like a.
I think we at one point called them Chance Encounters and shit like that. Like I said, their name kind of sounds like you might see them at your local,
Chance Encounters,
Fireman's Pole Club and everything like that. So
no. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about the rumor?
Naomi's fucking title plate there,
right? Question, Nick. What about the rumors that the unholy union could somehow be tied to Bray Wyatt based on using some Bray Wyatt content in their package? Is it just lazy? Is it just lazy creative using scraps of old shit, or is there a meaning?
It's been reaching out.
Why is that a reach?
You are just. Please let there be something. Kurt,
that doesn't
do it. Please, just something.
I don't think that's that much of a reach.
Yes. I don't even think that the fucking images half these people are using are actual images. I think they're just getting somebody got caught up with some fucking clip art shit or something like that. Why am I blanking on the name? But yeah, it's literally just some what?
Nothing, bro.
To me, it's
we lost him. He's back.
Photoshop. That's what I was thinking of. I think it's 100% just you Photoshop a fucking image and all of that, and you tie that in to something from there, and you put it into the Firefly Funhouse, and people will believe it because does anyone remember every second of the Firefly Funhouse? No. So we just reach and we create storylines, and we try to find any reason to justify it.
I mean, again, it would work though. I mean, if you fit these,
it would.
I'd be okay with it.
But I think what this preemptively reading into it is just a reach and a half.
Just showing off a little tandem offense.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of reach, if Katana Chance very much has to reach really hard to get that actual roll up there with them short arms.
The booze for Ronda. She demanded
hottest woman on the planet. That's debatable now.
Once upon a time, perhaps.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
She
here,
just
Larry's got a question for
the other little one. This is rude. Oh, kicked in the belly.
Rana in the corner.
Rana and Shayna for the win. Io Sky backstage with Zoe Starks about to portrayal. Dun dun dun, Richard. Props to those girls to take on the tag team champs. Mega stepping up. They gotta get their stripes somewhere.
Right. Ronda did not go down any sort of way safe with that. I thought her leg folded and she's grabbing the back of her head. That's not good.
There she goes.
Oh,
goodbye, Shayna.
Corkscrew splash, and she really again did not get all of that. And Katana landed really high on Ronda, and she's selling the arm of Ronda coming off of the existing arm injury. Yeah.
you know what? People ask, what are they doing with these ladies? And here they are putting on a fucking show. I give them credit. The kiddies are like, look, they're our size and they fly.
Right? I can be a wrestler too because they're my size.
Get Ronda and Shayna for the win. Got Ronda and Shayna for the win. Makes more sense. Eddie Kingston on Saturdays, Rocco.
Yes, please.
Well, I mean, they were tucking him on Ring of Honor, but yeah, I could see put him on Saturdays.
Well, he's coming back from the hernia surgery. Kinshasa, actually, from Shayna, the baseball slide. Yeah. Here.
Oh, what?
No, I pulled this up before. I was expecting you to answer it, and you clicked away.
Larry, that is the one, the only Miss Luna Havoc, our Impact Insider. She will be here on Thursday, and she'll be giving us a breakdown of Impact. Also, she does have some original content coming your way for the channel. So be a friend, tell a friend, and if you're a fan, make sure you click like and subscribe.
Oh, 100%. And well, we've still got all the shorts. We've got the TikTok going. She's, kind of heading that.
Yeah, she's running our TikTok. We'll say hi.
Right. Yeah.
But big shout out to Miss Luna Havoc. Yes, that is the model in the picture. And yeah, she is on fire right now. We've been happy to bring her a part of the family. And yeah, now you got another member officially. Not a guest host, not a guest speaker, just, all in the family now.
Got that triangle offense going, man.
That's it. Damian Priest should start using the schoolboy regularly. Get it? I can't believe I clicked on that. Dave, no. That was so sneaky. Funny as fuck. And I got to pretend like I didn't laugh, but
yeah, no, Dave, I got it. Yeah. Oh,
that was
sneaky. Slide drop kick from Katana as I'm trying to move as fast away from that as I can.
I'm okay with it. Actually good. Right. What if
sorry.
Wasn't Katana Ricochet's girlfriend? I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you had before?
I think so. What if Sammy challenged Roman? I think that's done, dead, gone, goodbye.
Yeah, Sammy got his whole moment when it was at Night of Champions, and he's got that photo to where it's him holding up both belts, just laughing maniacally at Roman just slumped in the corner.
Ronda just picking up this lady like a backpack, but misses into the pole, Nick, and we had a blind tag.
Eddie will return at the G1 Climax. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Can't wait to see Santana Ortiz again. I don't think you will, because last I knew they weren't having a really good. They had kind of fallen out.
Yeah, they weren't happy with each other either.
What?
But I could see them trying to
that was a shit breakup. I feel like Shayna was half a second too late there.
Maybe
as we had the double team splash pinning combination for Chance and Carter. For 2 count, Shayna broke it up, and she just kind of slid in. She just tapped him of like, no, you're supposed to kick out. You don't win here.
Folks, would you guys be in agreement with me right now that the last 2 matches, and maybe even the first one, I mean, this is pretty good wrestling. Like 2 matches in a row are bangers for sure. This has been highly entertaining, considering how critical people want to be of the people involved. I mean, this has been a good match.
Angle lock.
Snap that angle like a twig.
It's been good for what it could be.
I just think it's been good as is, not for what it could be.
Ronda's actually selling some moves. Holy shit.
Brock Lesnar screwed Gunther out of the IC title so Dom can capture the title and we get Gunther versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. Okay.
Okay.
That'd be crazy. Imagine that'd be crazy, JV.
Alexis saying, yes, I don't know what to. It's the Canadian version of yeah.
Yeah, yes.
The kitties have claws. Why? These girls are getting put pretty strong. I like it.
Yeah, there it is.
Chokes out Carter with the Kata Hajime.
Right? But
the Coquina clutch.
People like us who have been critical of the women's tag team division, we just had 4 ladies highlighted really nicely, get a good amount of time, not a 4-minute match, not a 5-minute match, a really competitive match, and your champions actually looked really good tonight. Point.
100% of you're building a bit of a division now as much as you still have Deadly Encounter. Is that their name now? I forget what it is.
Unholy
Alliance.
Unholy Connection.
To where they have the NXT Women's Tag Belts. But so we're building divisions now. We're actually building depth here. I got Ricochet and Bronson Reed backstage right now.
Right. Paul London, Brian.
I
Kendrick,
like that as a feud.
Female version.
I like that as a feud.
As these two, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I could go. Absolutely. A mid-level, second, third, fourth match of a night where they go in and bang it down, the power against the agility. I'm all for it, man.
Absolutely.
Damian does act that way a bit with Dum Dum. Out of context, but
go to court now. That was a pretty good match. I'm shocked to say it.
Yeah. 3-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-0. Okay. Some guys.
I surprisingly didn't mind Ron in that match. There you go. Fair enough.
There you go. Yeah. It was good. I thought Chance and Carter looked really good. A lot of tandem offense, high flying. Shinsuke.
Ricochet versus Shinsuke would also be a hell of a match as well.
See, we're getting some good stuff now.
We're building a division. It's almost like if you had these guys in a fucking tournament for the World Championship, you could have had a pretty good goddamn tournament.
You're not wrong.
Just saying, I don't know.
Maybe, right?
Maybe just a little bit. Well, speaking of I don't know, I guess we need to challenge Luna and see if this is actual.
Right. Luna is doing a great job. Did you see today's shorts? Yes, I put them out. If Seth loses tonight, she'll eat her shoe. Yes, she will. She said if Seth loses tonight, she'll eat a shoe. So stay tuned, folks. We might have a shoe eating.
Well, she has to do if not a shoe eating, a shoe-y. She has to do like the
wall. She had to do a shoey? Yeah, we'll get her to do a shoey.
Yeah. Holy of good unsuspected matches. We're getting Nakamura versus Ricochet coming up right now. Granted, it is babyface versus babyface, but god damn it, this is going to be good. I feel.
I'm okay with it.
Thy cup runneth over. I feel.
Right? No, but we're a couple people saying we're getting quality matches tonight. I like it. Hey, Vince is in the house, guys. So what's happening? What did Vince do so far?
Where's the Vince stink on all of this?
Right. Another Ricochet match. We are blessed. Boston going deep on that one. Consecutive matches as well, Keyshawn says. So like I said, now remind me, was the opening match it was all right?
The opening match was Becky
okay, that was okay.
Becky Sonya, which was good. So it's been good matches across the board, and it's moved at a good clip of honestly at this point. I kind of want to say I'm not saying you're going to say Raw was really good so far, but if you're not saying Raw was at least good, you kind of hating. You kind of hating.
It's been good.
Is Hunter doing the booking? The IWC would tell you so. Not saying he isn't, but they're going to give full credit to Hunter booked a great show, even though Vince was there.
Right. Vince ripped up the script, but Hunter taped it together and everything was fine.
He had a roll of scotch tape beside him and just patched it together.
Right? Fucking hell. Did you hear the stars that Dave gave on Double or Nothing? Yes.
Yes. And they were
you hear me? I cringed right away.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, you just feel it in the middle of your back of and they're just atrocious. Like Anarchy or an Arena. 5 stars, Dave. Exploding super kick. 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. 5. 5.
I mean, again, what? Maybe this is just a case of. I don't know. I'm trying to spin it, but
you can't do it. You can't. Well, he's already spin on it and spinned it, so you can't do anything more than he's done.
But when we talk about the divisiveness of the IWC, don't worry, folks. I'll reset. I mean, it really drives me crazy because it's guys like him that are wedging between wrestling fans that teach you that you have to love something and hate something else. Like, it's not the case. We're living proof of it. And he drives me up the fucking wall with that shit because just call it the way it is, Dave, the way you used to. Call it the way it is, right? When you're going, he literally had to tell his fan base, listen, guys, you were wrong about Jon Moxley. It's clearly Roman Reigns. And to his credit, he did that. But That's how he's impacting that fan base.
It's because he gets his ego stroked, and that's the biggest thing with Dave is he's moved to the point to where he can't remove himself from the situation being involved of. He wants to be as in with the boys as you can be. And you see it even we were talking about the AEW media scrims. You see that with a lot of people backstage with those, and they just want to be in with the boys. Well, guess what, fucker? You're never going to be. So stop. Yeah. Just stop. Be you. Be credible. Be authentic instead of just trying to get yourself over like a fucking mark.
Yeah, being like the equivalent of like Fox News for wrestling is not a good thing. Like you got to fucking find your middle ground here and try and be impartial. You know, you are respected to a degree, or you were, and over the last little while, it's almost become embarrassing. So for me, it's just, you know, I want the real story. I don't want this bullshit. And to watch this guy be like, oh, he has to get on his podcast. Yeah, Punk's coming back. Like, why are you sad? Why are you reporting like a 14-year-old that just got dumped? Like, oh yeah, Punk's coming back. But if it was Punk isn't coming back, well, folks, we got news. Punk is out. Like, now watch the reporting about Collision and watch the reporting about Dynamite moving forward. And it hurts Tony's business.
100% of this is the bet that you've made, so lie in it.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting a Johnny Gargano video, very much hyping him up. Of Richard out here, before you take a pause, sir.
Wait, yeah.
No, I just want to try and make sense of this. Do you want to create and record your own halftime scores song where everyone rates the scores? What? Wrestling Days already did it, but can you do it of own song after you watch Days song, please? What?
Richard will look into it. Yeah.
If you can explain to me what the fuck you said, we'll look into it.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
Right.
We'll get back
to you. Speaking of looking into things, Jay's going to go take a pause here and look into some things. So you got me right now as we're getting, I think the next, is this a Money in the Bank qualifying match? I thought, no, both men are already in this. So this is just having a great match for the sake of having a great match, which already Money in the Bank, the men's version is already lining up pretty well. We got Ricochet, LA Knight, and Shinsuke Nakamura, and tell me that doesn't have the potential to be a great match. And those are three guys that you realistically, I feel, Ricochet might be a little bit of a stretch, but guys that you could see that could win that briefcase, that could walk out with that. As I've got Nakamura coming out right now, Gargano package, they're getting ready for DIY. Let's go. I think that's where they're going with it, and I hope they do. I would love to see a DIY versus KO and Sammy kind of run. Honestly, that's even part of why I wish if FTR would have been able to come back, and that's just me, personal opinion, of you could have had a DIY run versus them versus FTR, or even Sammy and KO versus FTR, but a Sammy and KO versus DIY, if you wash all of that stink, Miz off of Ciampa, I think would be great. I do not pay attention to Dave. Well, that's always the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, there's some people out there that take his word like it's gospel. Dave was almost 100% wrong in everything he said about Punk. Yeah, that's the thing. But see, unlike Dave and unlike half these dirt sheet reporters and everything, if I know I've done it for a fact, I've seen KJ do it, and we'll come out here and admit if we were wrong about something, or after we got more information, like that, even during the whole alleged Saudi sale of WWE, or the sale of WWE to the Saudis, we said everything was allegedly. We won't confirm anything until we know what's confirmed. But so give me your predictions right now, folks, as we've got bell ring on Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rick O'Shea. I feel like I kind of almost want to take Rick O'Shea because I'm pulling for the man. I think he could have done really well. Both of these men could have done really well if they actually did a Raw-based tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. But I think, especially if Braun's out for a minute, I really want to see this be Ricochet's kind of moment to shine. Up to where they adjusted, they might have had something going for Braun and Ricochet as a tag team, but now Braun's out, so maybe Ricochet gets a bit of that still rub off push, pause. Speaking of, we've got a pop-up drop kick as Ricochet is going to go flying, but I would love to see him still get a bit of, goes for the dive and eats a high knee. But as much as I'm a fan of Ospreay, Ricochet versus Ospreay is what got me into both these men. So I'd love to see him go back to something like that, much like I'd love to see Nakamura go back to Kingdom Strong style Nakamura. Now we're going flying with Ricochet. Corkscrew dive over the top, and this man still always lands on his feet whenever he hits that. Damian saying Nakamura for the win. So that's the spot that we hit before we go back in the commercial break, folks. Damian taking Nakamura. I'd be pumped if Ricochet won Money in the Bank, to be honest. I would too, honestly. Like I said, there's potential there. There's a lot of potential, and he's shown that he can have really good matches, especially when they're not expected. I'm the proud owner of an amazing Spider-Man number 14. Well, there you go. Shout out, JV. Could Shinsuke hand off Money in the Bank and look at Champ? Come on. Fair enough. I feel like I had to struggle through a little bit of what you were saying, but I feel like I got there to where he does that as his cash in and just does the come on. But speaking of come on, pause. That's an awkward transition, but folks, you should hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. It's free, it costs you nothing, but it absolutely just helps us 100% of, like we've said, of still constantly growing the empire. Nothing but big things popping, little things stopping up to something. Season never sleeps. We got Luna out here doing big things popping, little things stopping. You always know you got me and my best friend, my brother from another mother, Mr. KJ White, always teaming up on all the streams and everything like that. Even when we're out here just covering NWA, we're giving you original content over that. So absolutely 100%. There is no place you need to be when it comes to pro wrestling content. Why? I want Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns, special guest referee Jey Uso. Just imagine that. Wrestling fan Raul, I have 100%, I think, pitched that same exact idea on this channel. Of I feel like that could be something that would happen at maybe a Money in the Bank. I think no matter what, we're getting a Roman and Jimmy feud. How much Jey is involved and on what side or what angle Jey is involved is going to be interesting. I don't know if the Mark Briscoe special guest referee match from Double or Nothing kind of threw me off on the idea of a special guest referee, but it would be interesting. It would be compelling as shit. And it would be, you'd have your moments of cinematics to where you've got, say, maybe one of them just mushing Jey in the face. What are you doing? Count to three. What are you doing? I think it has the potential to be really great, but much like when Jey was on his kind of solo run with Roman, Jimmy was the afterthought. He was the one that just maybe threw in the towel if he realized, when's enough, or he's the one that got locked up and that's why Jey had to, give up. I think we maybe go more that route of give Jimmy some real time just to shine as a solo star versus everything's got to be attached to Jey. But with that being said, I'd still love to see it. I hope La Parka Naka wins. There we go. That's an interesting shout. I've always called him Nakamura Skywalker, but La Parka Naka, I kind of like that. Of always missing is the guitar to come out there strumming it. If they do DIY for a bit and then rerun the Gargano Ciampa rivalry, that would be money for Raw. Awesome TV. 100%. Not debatable, not discussable. Hard to debate that, honestly. The match ends in DQ. Reed and Miz come in. Ooh. So then we just set up to a tag team match next week, player. What? This match has started out perfectly. I've never seen these two face each other before, and I love that what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, I don't believe I've seen them. The only place I think I might have seen them face each other would have maybe been a New Japan show a while ago, if not, maybe What Culture Pro Wrestling, WCPW. But yeah, I don't think that they've faced each other, and I'm excited for this match. Granted, this shows the depth that they have on their roster, that they still, I think, until Triple H has been head of creative. Here we go. I'm sparking up the rumors here, mentioning Triple H as the head of creative. Standing shooting star press from Ricochet for a 2 count. But this shows you of either of these two versus Bronson Reed, you throw him in there. The Miz, maybe. But there's still a whole little division. You slide in Dominic, you slide in Damian Priest here for a hot minute. It's got a nice little kind of mid-card division. Grace, we saw Gunther and Kevin Owens tear the fucking house down earlier. And those are guys that are not competing for the world championship.
Speaking of tearing the house down.
Kevin Owens.
Right? Speaking of tearing the house down, I was going with, but yes.
No, you're fair enough. I'm sorry.
I'm not even mad at it. You were good.
Man, still just I'm gonna take everything cold off you and just use it back at you. That's the real next rivalry. You're just gonna take everything cold off you.
What?
Never mind. Moving on.
All right, bro. I picked Shinsuke, but I'll gladly take the L on that for Ricochet win. I'm just scared Reed will ruin the match. All right.
Well, then we get a triple threat. We get build up, and I can dig of. And we got a nice little scene here. But so, who you taking for this match, sir?
I'm leaning towards Ricochet for some reason.
Same. You're not taking La Parka Naka, as I think it was Larry that said that.
I like it.
It was perfectly.
Oh, recoil. What did Patrick?
Sorry.
I don't know what the hell Kevin Patrick just said.
That's fine. Only dogs can hear Kevin Patrick when it comes to commentary. But right, someone's out there ruh-roh raggy. But do you think that because there was a little bit of this build, a little bit of this push between or behind Rico, Braun, the O'Shea brothers, as we've called them, Braun and Ricochet, that maybe now because Braun's out on the sideline after the neck fusion surgery, which T's and P's, that maybe Ricochet gets a little bit of a residual rub off of that, of he still gets a little bit of a push behind him of like, oh, speaking of Bronson Reed, disqualification. So that would make Nakamura the winner, technically, because Bronson Reed hit Nakamura first. But so looks like we're setting up for a triple threat. Oh, Bronson just splashed Nakamura with Ricochet on his back. You're muted, sir, so I don't know if you're talking or not.
This is good. I'm okay with this. I know some people, they were in the match, but you're building an angle. I'm okay with it. People wanted story. You got some.
You're right. You open a book and you don't go from chapter 1 to book end. You go chapter 1, chapter 2.
Oh, Ricochet took it on the back.
Someone get the giant spatula. Someone get the fucking pizza ladle, all of that to scoop up Ricochet off the ring mat right now here. This man just played Frogger and lost.
You've seen Deadpool, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know part 2, the kid with the fire?
Uh-huh.
Bronson Reed.
Yes. People have said that. People have said that.
It kills me.
I mean, honestly, you can have that. That ain't like this man's still terrifying just as it is, let alone if he's out there throwing fire. But
no, I'm good with that. I thought that was all right. Bronson Reed looks like an absolute beast.
Well, and we are getting a nice little build, a nice little bit of a reason for a story, since everyone wants to worry about why is everything happening. Now you have a reason for why things are happening.
There you go.
Amongst a nice little slot of the Raw mid-card division. And they're all fantastic matches. Like, that was a great match up until Bronson Reed got involved. And guess what? Now we can get some matches that are going to be good out of that involving Bronson Reed.
Right. And there it is. At least both Shinsuke and Ricochet look strong as hell out there. Yeah, no, I mean, I was okay with it. I mean, I feel like what they've given us in ring tonight has been a good pace. More wrestling than not wrestling over the last little while here. So, yeah, and I mean, the ending of that match leading to Money in the Bank and building up Bronson Reed, I'm okay with it, guys.
3 questions. I think 3. Has Maxine Dupuis just given up on the maximum male models 100% because she's out here in a not a shoe but a shoe dress, looking very much like Britney Spears out of a music video?
I think the oosh is on her back. I think it is. I don't know how to say it.
You can have that. That even what I'm mad at. You can pause on that. But is Otis just Will Ferrell's character from the other guys to where he just has smoking hot females behind him, right? Even though he's just this nerdy, dorky fucking character of just this man has outkicked his coverage constantly.
Right.
And third, how is this not an interesting, like, has this not somehow built them up a little bit? Like, I'm more interested now to see Alpha Academy.
A little bit, but I mean, she's still divisive, so we'll see this. They've been kind of teasing these guys falling apart a little, but he's trying to teach her the way.
The oosh is on her back. Fuck.
Oosh is on her back. Dude.
They ooshed all over her back. Sorry, just, if you're not going to do it.
Speaking of that, three-way match between Nakamura and Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. I would love to see it.
Right?
Yeah, they're definitely pushing Ricochet. They've given him some love as late. I like it.
It wraps around for her shoosh. Well, I'm on a shoosh here for a minute.
Abracadabra. Folks, Big Nick is going to take a pause for the cause. I am KJ White. We are past the 2-hour mark on our stream here tonight. We still got more action coming your way. More wrestling to dive into. Just over an hour of fun. I will say that I have enjoyed what we're getting so far tonight. Good pace to the show. It's a Monday. We're heading, deep into the night, and it still feels pretty upbeat. The cadence of the show seems like it's been pretty good. So I know there's some reports that Vince McMahon is backstage, but so far so good on the booking side of things. But with all that being said, like Boston brings up, Tiffany is back. Here comes a pause for, I called it. There you go. Nick off to have a Tiffany epiphany. But that all being said, folks, we will be back here tomorrow for NXT. We're going to see a battle royal for the #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton's. That's right, Tiffany Stratton's NXT Women's World Championship. We got other things on the docket tomorrow. It's going to be a fun show. NXT's picked it up. NXT was one of the best shows last week. Then, of course, we'll be here for Dynamite. Thursday, you got myself and Luna for Impact. Friday, we got a triple header with SmackDown with Against All Odds. And we get Rampage back at, even though the numbers weren't great last week for Rampage. I think Rampage has got to be something that dies. But folks, for all your wrestling needs, all the wrestling shows, make sure you're a part of it. Fill up this chat. What is on your wrestling mind? WWE, AEW, we don't care. We watch it all, and we love talking about it. Is Maxine and Stacy Keibler? I get the comparable a little bit, bonkers. Absolutely. That kind of same vibe. She kind of flirts with getting in the ring at times, but at the end of the day, she's more suited for what she's doing. And she's okay. I mean, a beautiful woman. She definitely, holds her own when the camera's on her. I think she's absolutely fine in multiple ways. This Raw has been better than last week. Last week was good, though. And still the WHC match has been solid. Boston, I agree. We still got more to come. We still got more to look forward to. And surprisingly, if you had told me earlier today we're going to get Ronda and Baszler versus Chance and Carter, I would have probably went, one second. However, it turns out to be a pretty good match. Pretty decent match, a pretty good finish to it. Went the way it was supposed to, but the young and up-and-coming team gets a bit of a shine. Yeah, I mean, listen, we watch the wrestling with as much positive vibe as we can watch. And if they give us something that we can shit on, we will. We will. But at the end of the day, we got to call it the way we see it. And tonight's had a good pace. And we've had a lot of good in-ring stuff, which is refreshing. When does Zoe Starks have her match to qualify for the... Actually, Damian, that's a good question. That should be coming up very shortly. We will see. Now, I do predict that Starks is going to win and get into the Money in the Bank and continue this angle and direction she's on with Becky Lynch. So for me, yeah, it could be any minute now. Maybe it's sooner than later. Good booking, Triple H. Bad booking. Vince. Bash 8, you're absolutely right, buddy. There's no denying that at this point, where a lot of cases where if people are watching this right now, like they'll say, oh, that was a Triple H booking, but Vince booked the roll-up. That's the kind of thing. I think tonight's been good. I've liked a lot of the backstage stuff. I thought the pacing's been good. The fact that we got KO and Gunther, that was an excellent match. Whether you love or hate the finish, listen, it's easy to low-hanging fruit to go, oh, roll up sucked. Time and place. And if you do it right, you do it right. But with all of that being said, folks, we are back from commercial break. I got the Miz in the ring for Miz TV. Of course, his guest is going to be one Cody Rhodes. And Miz playing to the crowd. Miz playing to the crowd, folks. Special night. Special guest. All right, folks. We'll see what happens. TK keeps signing new people, but doesn't use them and keeps using people from Japan and AAA. Bash, listen, I think at some point he has to have like a come to Jesus moment with his roster and look at it realistically. Who's going to be on Ring of Honor, exclusively Ring of Honor? Who's going to be on Saturdays? Who's going to be on Wednesdays? What do we do with Fridays? And the other people, thank you, but there's a lot of places you could go work now and actually get time. There's a lot of the wrestlers that don't get used that would do great in an Impact or a GCW or a Wrestling Revolver, and they make plenty of money and give them a chance to build up their star. Part of me feels like it's just, where everyone used to accuse the WWE of buying everybody so nobody else could have them. That's kind of what this feels like with Tony. I want all my toys. Nobody's getting in my sandbox, but I'm not sharing. And that's fine. That's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of talent, especially this is where you hurt your fan base. Because when you start believing in certain wrestlers and you want to see more of them and you don't get them, right? Like if you tuned in and you had never seen Vikingo before and you watch that and you're like, this guy's crazy. And then you never see him again, but then hear that he was like on the Ring of Honor show. It's hard as a fan base to invest and get emotionally committed to what you're trying to present. That was long-winded as shit, but Cody Rhodes is on his way out to the ring. If you told me we were going to get KO versus Gunther, I would have been like, wait, what? Pause. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that I'm thrilled with that. I love how they set it up. I thought KO was great. I think Nick was right. This is an opportunity to kind of give a little bit of love to KO. KO's been a good hype man for Sammy. So a night where KO can kind of act a fool, cause a fight, get out there and get in a banger of a match, I'm all for it. And for anybody that says, oh, Cody's not over, Cody sucks, can't believe Cody left AEW, listen to the crowd, folks. It's going well. It's going well for Cody. Miz TV has more than one neck tattoo. Miz should get a Miz TV logo on his neck. Then they can be, they can be buddies forever. So, what do you want to talk about? I think Miz should say that to Cody this time. I think Cody Rhodes gets into a brawl with the Miz. I don't want to see that, Damian. I don't. I'm not even sure I want to see a Cody segment tonight. I think I could have done without Cody Rhodes tonight. Give him a week, let him kind of just don't force him on us because Cody does have an expiry date as far as I'm concerned. But listen, probably the loudest the crowd's been tonight. Are they piping? Every time the crowd cheers in WWE, I'm told it's piping. And every time they don't cheer in AEW, I'm told it's a flat crowd. I'm curious. TK is doing that to promote Forbidden Door. Well, that's what they did last year. Keep in mind, Steve, at times where like building to Forbidden Door 1, it took away from the weekly show and actually got really flat and a little bit boring right around the time where the WWE was heating up last summer. So Tony's got a balancing act right now where he's got to have some compelling angles to his TV show. And if you just drop people in out of nowhere on a parachute to pick fights, your consistent audience might get a little, tired of it. Nothing to really invest into. Vitamins in my soul. Something, something, fill my bowl. I like it, Larry. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. Everyone on the train. The crowd singing Rhodes song seemed to, yeah, come on now, JV. They might pipe in a cheer or two, but I don't think their whoa and is piped. I don't think Seth's reaction is piped. I don't think Roman's or Dom's is piped. It's just an easy answer for people that just want to. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say it because I can put heat on them. I don't buy it. What's good, foodies? How you doing? Welcome. I don't know. It felt unnatural. Maybe WWE lowered the commentary volume so that it can hear the crowd. Just felt weird. I didn't think so. I thought it sounded loud. I don't know. Maybe you're right, JV. It's hard for me to hear because I'm rambling so much. Stokely Hathaway is in a matchmaker for Ring of Honor. Is the matchmaker for Ring of Honor. And Jerry Lynn's going to be involved as well. I mean, it's really interesting how things are going to start taking shape. Bibbins, I love Bibbins. I love Stokely Hathaway. I think the guy's a talent as the authority figure on a show. I'm in for it. He'll be great. I think better as a heel than a babyface. But, yeah. Oh, the surprise guest! Oh, wait. They're bringing out Dom. What the fuck? Dom? I don't understand. Miz is dancing away. Excuse my French, but excuse my Maurice here, but how did we get here? Cody said he has to finish the story. Richard, once upon a time. Right? So Cody will finish the story. Give it time. Foodies, grilled, maha, Caesar salad, Larry in. Miz is jamming to Kingdom right now. Love it. I'm not liking this. Why, Rock? I mean, I admit I don't get the Dominic angle here and how we're going to tie it in, but interesting. However, I thought Miz and, like I said, Miz and Cody, not bad. I think that I could have done without Cody this week, to be 100% honest with you. Not because I dislike Cody, because I just think if play up the arm, avoid Money in the Bank. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Did Miz go shopping with Seth? Now he's just trying to keep up. I can do it too. I'm still relevant. Someone in the chat said this. Said what? You suck chance already kicked off. Now listen, is it piped? I don't think so. Oh, Rhea Ripley shutting up the Miz. I like it. Dom has something to say. Did the Miz go shopping with Rollins? Yes, he did, Bash 8 says. Miz jacket looks like someone threw a bucket on a black paint of canvas and called it art. Miz's jacket looks like my grandmother's couch with the plastic on it. Listen to the crowd. Is this piped? I see people standing. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. I try that on this channel. KJ, someone mentioned Cody and Dom. Okay, there you go. Who called it? Whoever said it about Cody and Dom, let me know. Dom is going to give Cody a rub. Well, one way to keep Cody from, now that felt piped in. I think they had an audio glitch there that almost made it sound super piped in. That's funny as shit, but I don't think so. Look at the crowd. I think they had an audio glitch. They hit one volume over the other. Am I wrong? He has more heel heat than MJF. That alone is perfection for Dom. Rocco, listen, Dominic Mysterio, Don Callis, Christian Cage were the three people right now that get the most fucking fan reaction in a negative light. It's outstanding. It really is outstanding. Where if you have a genuine heel, not a heel just, I'm a bad guy, but I'm still cool, right? You kind of like me. Roman still gets a fair amount of heat, but he's at a point where there's enough people that just like him and respect what he's done. But when you dig into an actual heel, it was what MJF was when he came out swinging all those times, and he just told the fans to go fuck themselves, and he had a chip on his shoulder, and he didn't give a shit about nothing. That's what they should have stayed the course with, because right now, Dom is so committed to this. I don't get it. I really don't get this angle, but you're not going to get anybody cheering for Dominic. It's great for Cody. Miz is jealous of his heat. There you go. Keyshawn, that's what Mammy is for. Okay. Cody denies the challenge. We'll see. Who's next for Ripley, KJ and Nick? It doesn't matter, Damian. Cody made fun of his own tattoo. Said his match with Ray was a public spanking. I don't see the point of Dom angle. It really seems weird. Yeah, out of left field. It's like Brock wasn't available tonight, so this is what we're going to get. But listen, let's be real, guys. Over the last few weeks, Judgment Day's starting to run Raw. Like, they're starting to be a big part of the show every week. Look at the main event tonight. Look at the main event last week. A couple other main events. They've ended shows consistently. And it's worked. It's been good for me. However, worse prison tattoo than me. But yes, I don't quite get this segment. Is this just setting up future drama, future vibes where people talk about maybe, oh, Dom with the cheeky. Yo, fam, a little late. Yeah. So, I don't even know what to say. Trevor, welcome to the show. Oh, you're a little late. I was like, what's a little late? Yeah, never too late. We're still rocking and rolling here. Dom just smacked the taste out of Cody's mouth and then hid behind Mammy. So there's that. I don't see the point. Yeah, I'm struggling. Dom hiding behind Mammy, of course. That's why he's such a good chicken shit heel. Like, especially when you guys, you think of wrestling nowadays, and you put everybody in the ring, and you have a lot of roll-up finishes, and you're always trying to save face, and you want both the heel and the baby face to look good, and it doesn't work, right? Dom smacks the baby face in the face and just rolls away. Now, Cody knocks out the Miz, gets a pop, we go home. What a little beach. Oh my God, slap him around behind Rhea. It's perfect. Damn. You know what? I didn't love the start of that segment. It was okay. Wasn't my favorite thing on the show, but it was okay. World's top heel. Yeah. It's hard to argue, Trevor, right now. On fire. We better not build to match Dom and Rhodes and Money in the Bank. I hope not. I really don't. But we'll be here to watch it epically.
You were waiting for me to come on that and everything. I was going to halfway expect of like, well, speaking of, top heel and this and that and everything, I was halfway going to come in on that.
You missed it. Brandy is next for Rhea. That'd be jokes.
Oh, and set your stopwatch now for how long that match will last.
As a grown man, I would never agree to doing this on TV. I don't know. You got to be confident in your masculinity, Boston. As a grown-ass man, I can pull that shit off. And just, you got to believe in yourself. You got to know what it's, what you're bringing behind closed doors.
I was going to say 100%. Rhea tells you to jump, you say, how high, sir? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'd be fully fine with that.
If my job was to stand behind Rhea Ripley all day, I'm okay with it.
It's a good view to have on a work day.
Right? No fucking shit. We better not build a match. Got that one. Steve, I was just about to type that.
Oh, about the Brandy being next for Rhea. Nah.
Mm-mm. Dom versus Cody next week, Money in the Bank qualifier. That's why. See, I don't like this. I don't like it.
You don't want Cody to get in the match?
No, because I think they just did this with the last fucking chance that Cody had.
But so you think Cody wins?
No, I don't want him to win. I want him nowhere near this. Yes, I thought he should skip Money in the Bank.
Dom wins by shenanigans. Maybe that's where Brock Lesnar gets involved. I think you'll get that moment to where, but I still think that we're going to get this compelling moment during the Money in the Bank ladder match to where Dom is up there reaching up for it, and maybe Rhea gets involved, but we're going to get that moment to where
he's on her shoulders
for half a second. You think he's going to win? You do the reverse James Ellsworth of to where Rhea's going to go and carries for Dom. Yeah. So,
whoa! Here's time to rock and roll.
Time to rock and roll. Trevor saying people like MJF to point Dom was way more heat. No, I think that's 1A, 1B here.
People like to point the finger and do the comparables. The fact of the matter is, at one point, MJF was the hottest heel in the entire business. And unfortunately, he's cooled off.
Well, he's cooled off because of booking. But I saw 100%. People even comparing Don Callis to getting, I guess, Dom heat, if that's the term now, instead of, X-Pac heat. We've got Dom
Yeah, we got Dom heat. He's getting, like, they're eating him up, right?
Right. Well, up next, we're getting Zoe Starks versus Natalya for the next Money in the Bank women's qualifier match.
Yeah, so who's taking Zoe and how long will it take?
Right.
Zoe
wins. Involved, yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll probably cause a distraction, and yeah, we'll do the job. Spear from the Rated R Superstar. I love Richard's, mind.
He just he's calling things that aren't even.
I like this one though. Rocco.
Dom versus Buddy Matthews, WrestleMania 40. Book it.
Rhea
Ripley on a pole match.
Wait,
Rhea in a Shark Tank match, a Rhea Ripley on a forklift match. How Vince Russo are we going to go?
Right. Zoe Stark for the win. So yeah, pretty unanimous on Starks. Business about to pick up. Let's go Starks. Absolutely. Zoe, 2 minutes. Trevor says, "I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you."
There we go.
Quick and easy.
But no way does Dom touch MJF with the mic. No, that's not even debatable.
Nope. It's not about that, though. Like, that's the amazing part where people forget. Like, is MJF better on the mic? Yeah, by a mile. But it's how you do it. It's all about presentation. And Dom is in the perfect presentation right now. And he's garnering all that heat with little effort.
Oh, absolutely. He just gets away with just being, he doesn't have to sit there and cut huge promos. He just gets to be the little chicken shit heel that hides behind Rhea Ripley.
Claps Cody and
just literally hot shot and run away.
And we've all been there. You just want to grab the little shit for being such a pain in the ass, but you can't get to them.
Right.
Nick, I like the pull idea. Yeah, right. Sounds great, actually, when you said it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Now everybody's like, "Oh, I got you. I'm excited for that." No, call him your Vince Russo, bro.
All right. Rhea Ripley on a pull. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Bagwell's mom.
The Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Judy Bagwell on a pole or on a forklift. Both need work.
That's something I want to go into at some point if we get to a point of if we make this to where this is the job and everything of just going through old shitty WCW after I would love to on it.
Yeah, I think what we do at that point is run through segments and do like decade by decade on different ones and have like a bunch of mini series.
That or we just do a raw run back retro nitro.
Do them all. Do a bunch of
them.
We can get through 83
We can only get there with help from you people, from the people here. You got to do it for the rock. You got to do it for the wrestling. 100% of that's the goal here. So 100%, if you want us to be bringing even more and more and more content, which trust me, we still got stuff in the back catalogs. We've got still stuff lining up. But still, if you want us bringing you even more content than we already do, then be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. We got the super chat and the super stickers. Why?
It's all true, folks. It's damn true. I want a promo segment between MJF and Christian. That'd be fun. I could go for that.
No. That you want to
have to
throw
a Marty
a flounder into a Shark Tank. Like,
why? Who's the flounder?
Christian is still good on a promo, but he just, your dead daddy. Right. Do something beyond that. If he's out there an MJF who can sit there and cut,
I don't think anyone is
gonna. He's getting eaten alive.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think Christian's a pushover when in that regard, and he's more than just your dead daddy. I mean, he's definitely more proficient with the microphone. I don't know if he would win toe to toe, but I do not think he's a pushover.
I think he might get Buster Douglas there. If he might,
man, he's a vet, dude.
That Jorge Masvidal, that two-piece with the sword on the side.
He's a vet, buddy. He's not like just some kid.
But respect to Christian Cage and everything like that. When has he been super great on the mic, on the level that something that you can say that's close to MJF? MJF is a different where
people would point to where, like, even in his TNA run, where he was really fucking good, man. He was a really good heel. I mean, he's not a bad promo.
I'm not saying he's terrible, but I think he'd be outmanned and outgunned. If his arms are a little too short to hotbox with God.
I don't know, man.
We've got Zoe Starks versus Natalya, by the way, going on here. We've got blonde on blonde action because we've got Trish Stratus as well on the outside. And if you didn't know, Vince McMahon has a type, you do now.
Blame Vince. I want to see Ripley versus Tegan Nox. I would build to that match. Damian, I would just like to see Tegan Nox.
True on that point.
Like, why couldn't this be Tegan Nox versus Starks?
Is she going to be a late mystery entrant? Because, again, she's popped on for a hot minute and then she'll disappear. And she's popped on for a hot minute and then she'll disappear. And it gets worrisome.
Crowd's a little quiet right now. A methodical stomping of Natalya, but I don't think many people are overly invested in Natalya at this point. So I think we need to get this wrapped up pretty quick here. Big super kick by Zoe, though.
Well, you're telling me, though, that, say, if Becky came out and interfered, you couldn't see Natalya ended up winning this and sneaking it on a fucking roll-up or whatever, and she gets into the match.
I really hope not. I don't want to see her involved.
I'm not saying if you hope. I'm saying you could see it, though.
You know what? They kind of left Becky alone for her match, right? I think they're setting up for Stark and Becky to be confronted with each other in the ladder match.
Touche.
What if Zoe Stark wins the Money in the Bank, shocks everybody? It looks like Becky, and Zoe pushes her over, and at the end, it's Trish and Zoe celebrating a Money in the Bank win.
Would be really interesting. That would be, even going down that whole avenue, because like I said, if I feel like right now the IWC, again, I still hate that term, is pretty much ride or die with Io Sky here. She's kind of been pegged as the odds-on favorite. Same thing with LA Knight. So if it's somebody, like you said, if I would love an LA Knight, but if it was a Logan Paul, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Or if it's a Ricochet, I don't hate it. You know, like, we got options.
But that's what makes these matches fucking good, and that's what always made, like when NXT did the 6-way ladder match for TakeOver New Orleans for the North American Championship. What made it really great was everybody seemed like they had a chance at winning it versus you had maybe one, maybe two guys that you knew were going to win it. And everybody else was cannon fodder.
And that's why I don't want Natalya to win this match, because I don't believe she'll win Money in the Bank. I could, even if she qualified, I can't, like, oh, here goes Natalya climbing the ladder. I don't believe in it. I don't want her to win it. Like, and it's not that I don't want her to win it because she's a heel. I don't want her to win it because I'm not invested in the character in any way, shape, or form. There's 3, 4, 5 other ladies I'd rather see that I'm more interested in.
True say. Sorry.
Guys, Triple H, let's book this match now. Rhea Dom versus Cody and Brandy. Maybe down the road, Kenny. It's getting tempting. You might need a female backup. She's been training. We've seen pictures.
My guy. I know you try to be out here begging the drum for the Hopium tribe.
Right?
But my guy. No.
Listen, my only fear is Brandy brings a level of heat, I believe. And that's not a knock on her, but she got natural heat, though. Well, there's the win. A little bit of a flat match. The win
easy. And I do like her finisher. It's like a ripcord go to sleep.
Yeah. So Zoe Stark qualifies. That was a bit of a flat match overall. The crowd's still all sitting on their hands. Nobody really jumping up. They're kind of over it.
But it goes to your point of, did anyone see any sort of outcome besides the one that we got?
No.
Right.
And that's where, like, again, nobody expects much from Natalya. If this was someone else, where...
Well, Natty's selling the knee, by the way.
Well, time to retire.
Woe is me. Oh.
Paul! This guy's on every Monday.
This man could be on every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. Like,
Nick,
I can't get enough of this man on my
screen.
screen. Sorry, I might be a bit loud here.
We got to hear this. Join me this Friday. A family drama will play out.
Again, this makes Friday Night SmackDown the most entertaining, the most can't miss, the most must-see professional wrestling show of the entire week.
Yeah, as a wise man. He's offering unpleasant news.
Granted, I will not lie, Heyman. You're a little bit made up like you should be laying, in a casket here with the way.
Oh, that's not nice.
He's out here looking like Paul. He's looking like Paul Bear instead of Paul Heyman here. But no, 100% of still you cannot. Yes, I know. Sorry,
I'm trying to hear Paul.
The entire Anoa'i dynasty.
Wow.
Jey Uso will make his choice. By your tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh, Heyman said his brother. Oh, his brother's
Solo.
Oh, you fucker, Heyman. We're getting down to you can share a womb. What?
Paul is Paul, man. Paul ain't fucking around, bro.
Paul Heyman is a master orator. And I know that's
he's
a multi-syllable word and everything like that. But this man, you hang on everything that he says. Knowledge.
They are setting this up so beautifully. I don't think he does it, bro.
Either way, tell me the last time that Friday Night SmackDown was not can't miss.
It's been a few weeks.
The best night when it comes to watching pro wrestling.
Hey, the Hurt Business against Indus-Sher.
Oh, you're right. The not Hurt Business versus Indus-Sher.
The slightly bruised business.
The minor wound.
The minor wound business.
Yeah.
Oh, my fave. So I'm getting a commercial for Roddy Piper. They're doing the most wanted treasures.
Fair enough.
3-1. Larry's 4-0 tonight. Dale's 4-0 tonight. I feel like Dale's back on. I think he had a couple bumpy nights. Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, this shows that even how the mighty have fallen of here. If you can always bat 1,000 here. But I'm still fascinated with, Stone Cold takes on America. Why?
I'm really curious. I mean, that would be fun to just watch you do a watch along with it.
Why? It'd just be why?
Switch it out.
Why?
Today we're in Alabama. Why?
4 hours of what?
We're going fishing. What?
Why?
Paul Heyman got owned by Lesnar.
We're making drinks at the bar. Why? So Steve Austin takes on America. Why? I'm having KJY right now. Why?
What?
You should be a friend. Tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe. Why?
It was beautiful. There's a reason Paul on Raw a couple times, so he runs into Cody. Hint, hint. Hey, Rocco, listen, it's funny, but I
didn't have the visitors patch, right?
But this is good. Man, I mean, if you have little snippets like that on like if Cody or Seth was to have a little segment on SmackDown telling you to watch Raw, I'm okay with that. Like Dynamite should be telling us about Collision. Collision should be telling us about Dynamite as well, right? You hype your shows within your shows. I'm okay with that. He wasn't there in person again. He just hyping up. He's a commercial for Friday. And he's brilliant. And anyone bitches about having Paul on the screen, shut your mouth because you're wrong.
Absolutely. Multiple things I want to touch on before that, but I did see our buddy Rory, another brethren of, I think somebody called us to the Beard Club for Men of, we'll just be the knockoff of, well, we just need that as a t-shirt on the merch store. Instead of the Bullet Club, it's the Beard Club.
I wonder if I can put like a fake beard on the t-shirt.
No, you just got to have like the silhouette of the white beard,
right,
and everything. But hey, morning fellas, just about to head to the airport. What? Heading back to the UK. What? Gotta say once again, the organizers of the Rory Gallagher Fest outdid themselves. What? So he's going the Jay Lethal route of it, rather than going the Chris Jericho route of this trip was just too great. This
too great.
You were too helpful for me. Versus Chris Jericho of just everybody was terrible. I hated everybody.
In to cheer for the win. The Hurt Business is having a liquidation sale.
Going out of business.
Right. One of mine is when Bret Hart spit in Vince's face after taking the Raw stage BK in Montreal. The heat was so real backstage. Listen, that's one of the greatest shit ever. Like Bret spit on him in public and then blackened his eye.
Well, this is still today, and that's why it's one of my favorite moments, and I still will watch constantly people talk about that. I've watched even Cultaholic did a fantastic kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, they did.
Like a documentary on that, of hearing even Cornette talk about it and everything. That's still today. Anytime I talk about referencing calling AEW, WCW, or either promotion, I still constantly do the Bret Hart where he's drawing WCW in the air. It's such a great. It's the shootiest moments outside of being backstage eating some muffins.
Well, I mean, again, and in a time where the internet wasn't what it is now, I mean, when you see Bret Hart do this as a young wrestling fan, you're like, what the fuck? No way. And he's telling us on this show? Oh, like it was that kind of deal that was so good. But it ends up being a real tragic story as far as how it all worked out.
Oh, absolutely. Well, just shitty booking. But I was going to say, well, speaking of Tony Khan's overinflated press conferences, we're getting Raw talk later tonight with Bronson Reed, Gunther, and Katana Chance and Caden Carter.
But they stay in Fabe.
That's them doing shit kayfabe of. If you wanted to do that after a Dynamite, fucking come up with some catchy name about it being, post Dynamite or something like that, and then just air that. That's fine instead of these softball questions. While everyone gets to sit there and just stay in character and just clown over Tony Khan and how he's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. Earmuff Tony.
I swear to God, it would have been the greatest moment in professional wrestling if we would have actually done it.
If he did it, I would have
done it. I'm done.
Jerk did it.
Take you seriously anymore.
My favorite moment was Zoe Stark won her Money in the Bank qualifier over some jabroni. There you go. Natalia, some jabroni.
Some jabroni.
I'm with you, Money. Oh, wait, Her Business on the attack. And says not today.
Absolutely. And it's so funny to me that Veer is the shortest man in this whole faction. And I'm still waiting for a gender push here. Don't hinder the gender. He's great as a manager, but he's still one of those of,
get in there.
If he needed to, he could get in there and do it.
Right? I mean, Jinder going after Seth, going into India, makes sense. Sounds right.
You get a tag team feud between Indusher and Imperium, and you get Gunther versus Jinder.
Okay, that could work.
You might not hinder the Jinder, but you will fucking cave his chest in with chops. But
what just happened? No match, no Moss.
No Moss?
Oh, wait.
No contesto? Why?
I don't know what they jumped them and
they just stopped and then just strike a pose.
They struck a pose. They decided to take a prayer. Just like the prayer. I don't know what happened there.
Either way, this is why I'm so glad
they're awesome.
You can go back and watch our draft. That's why that was a sneaky little late pick for me here. This is a team that I'm so glad that they spent a ton of time in NXT. They're just monsters. They just wreck people. They just show up, out, and fucking destroy everything.
And that's a nice quick filler match. Yeah,
hey, we've got Jacksonville Jaguars, Seth Rollins, by the way.
There you go. Shout out to TK. He's rocking the JJs.
Who did the better shout out to Tony Khan and the Jacksonville Jaguars? Seth Rollins with his gear at Night of Champions, or Jeff Hardy getting pulled over in the Jacksonville Jaguars shirt?
That's not even funny, bro.
No, that's a fucking serious question.
That's a serious Hey!
Right.
I'm on TV.
Where'd you come from? North Carolina. Where you going? North Carolina. Well, you're not in any of that.
Veronica, I think we should see other people.
But, hey, if you want to say Seth Rollins, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying if the people
Who's you?
Say, that what? Say that Seth Rollins was shouting out the Jacksonville Jaguars with his gear, then I mean, wasn't Jeff Hardy doing the same? He got national news coverage with a Jacksonville Jaguars shirt on.
Yeah, I mean, it was highly
publicized. He shouted them all the way out, all the way to the penitentiary.
Braun Breaker is WWE. Is WWE RAW, Richard says. That's been rumored for a while. We'll see what happens.
Could you still see the moment I feel like I took this? This was Steph Curry shooting this from full court. Braun Breaker is the one to dethrone Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't lost your goddamn rabbit mind.
You found the button.
I was saying, you're losing your mind. Who the fuck are you?
Right?
Hey,
Who is
funny.
this fucking guy?
I haven't seen you in so long. You got a fucking long hair. You need a haircut,
Right.
all that. I haven't seen you in so long. I don't even recognize you.
You
It's
got
so
a little beard.
It is so freaking funny. I'm gonna put like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on here right quick. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have a microphone. My microphone is all the way up here. I'm like, okay, where's the wire? I forgot my wire.
It's been a
snapped. My
minute,
damn.
Well, yeah,
It's been a minute.
it's amazing when you have to put together to show up.
Yeah, I don't see how you guys do it 24/7.
We
Ladies
just don't
and gentlemen,
touch
for those
anything
who-
of it. Just stays the same. Of it, just you walk away and it's untouched. We
Right.
just live here at this point. Of they just, it's like being at like a Chuck E. Cheese or something. They turn the lights off and we're just still here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. CJ Brand. For those who don't know, now you know.
I forgot about them. Yo, hit roll.
This man's not gonna remember. Cut the sugar honey iced tea here.
Man,
Wait.
you know I want me some buttery sweet shit. right?
Definitely, definitely were.
Man, cut the shit moment. I will give you one right quick, and that's gonna be this new fucking tag team between Veer and Sheer, or whatever the hell they want to be called. Like it's like
What's wrong with them?
it's weird. Like it's weird
You
as hell.
said this
like,
was new. This has been happening. Like,
it's new for me, damn it. Okay.
yeah, well, you just tuned in this week.
Because and the reason why I said it is it's a cut the shit moment. It's crazy. I didn't even have to push nothing. KJ, you already knew what I was going to say. But no, and the reason why I say it's a cut the shit moment already for me is because Veer got lost. He came back. He found Jinder Mahal. Now he got his old tag team partner back. Now they're just on here beating the shit out of everybody. Like they just beat the hell out of the Hurt Business. Like what? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they hurt.
Who's gonna like what? I'm confused. So
It's
now,
good. It's building them as being an actual
they're
credible
badass.
tag team.
But when they did that with Omos, it was a problem.
What do you mean?
What?
That's Omos should be beating everybody. He lost like 3 in a row.
Right,
now.
but I'm saying though, so like, okay, so when these industry people, fuck that, whatever their name is called, when
You
they
got
go against KO and Sammy, are they gonna win or they're gonna lose?
I don't know. It's gonna be
If
a
you
We'll
little
see
feel
how
like-
we get there. That's the thing.
I
is,
like
do we even get them versus KO and Sammy? Do we get a tag team title split, and maybe we get certain people going to different brands, all of that because of the tag team division?
Well, I could definitely
But-
see them setting up KO Sammy versus Indashir if they are doing the September show in India. I mean, it sets up nicely, right?
Well, I've heard with that, we're setting up what we could do with that is Roman versus Jinder, but then again, you take
Jinder's
the
on this
brand
show.
split,
Stop
you
fucking
can
around.
have that. That even wouldn't matter.
fucking
You just take
around.
that out the window.
I would be so terrified of that, you know. And you know what? I'm happy I'm here. I wish we can do a damn Rumble this weekend, but
We might be able to.
y'all gotta watch.
I was gonna say, well, meanwhile,
wait,
I'm getting an advertisement of mommy getting 2 million TikTok hits here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She's
I'm
out here
watching-
taking and talking.
I'm watching from my phone today. I was like, I'm gonna watch on my PC, but I'm looking at my phone. But yeah, so y'all gotta watch Impact this Thursday.
Yes.
Oh,
What?
I'm like, oh,
That's
I'm
what
off
we
work on
do.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, so
Listen,
I may be able to pop in on Wednesday. I don't know
the
yet.
fans will revolt if we bump Miss Luna Havoc. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. Where's she at? Hey, Luna.
Right. Well, so then you can be here Wednesday watching. This man just jumped and pulled it to Impact. You spoke of Impact, and
What
this
the
man
hell?
just went that way.
Wait. Well, I thought that was
There we
Melina
go.
over there. I feel drove it. I'm like, what the hell is Melina doing down here? Okay.
Jesus.
All right. I guess
I'm back, by the way, says Inside the Ring, but I've got Damian Priest coming out right now. But how you doing, sir?
Man,
Been
I'm
a
doing
minute,
great,
been a minute.
man. Yeah, it's been a great minute, man. I've been trying to get my life situated. I'm almost done with college. Just got a lot of outside stuff going on. Started a new job. They gave me a weird schedule, so I get 3 days off in a week, but it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday instead of giving me a Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday off like I asked. So yeah, so it's stupid. Look, it's a stupid schedule, but it's like, oh well. But yeah, so yeah. Look, yeah.
Yeah. Do that every night. Yeah.
I can say about that one because that's weird. But what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too sometimes.
Larry out here saying it's a fecal situation. I feel like that's fully for you here.
Oh my.
That's
y'all still talking about cutting the shit. I think that movement right there is probably finna get cut short because my girl, she lost. She lost in the worst way in the world. She lost to a return.
Now this is the interesting question because you need to clarify this because literally Rhea's the only one that went into that weekend as a champion and left as a champion. Everybody else lost their belt.
Damn, that is true.
Right.
Damn.
So clarify for the people, as we've got Seth Rollins coming out right now, who your girl is.
I'm still a Jade Cargill person. Like that's my wife that y'all don't know about, that she don't even know about. But we ain't never gonna touch that piece.
That side thing.
They ain't even side piece. She the main piece, but she don't know she the main piece, and y'all don't know she the main piece because I don't know she the main piece, right? It's levels to it, bro. You got to understand.
He's that slice of dessert that you just that you're looking at underneath the glass and everything. Like, I wish a motherfucker would.
Hey, that's my window shopping wife. There you go.
Right. Right. So, what do you think though that she takes some time off? She maybe develops a new character. I still think they should have done it to where her and Statlander build up. Of you could have had that be a Wembley match. Have that be a Wembley match. And not a match.
I like that idea. That's what it should have been. But I mean, we can even talk about how piss poor the event was in general. Like, I didn't watch it, but I've seen the aftermath of the empty roles, and I'm like,
well, you get everybody that now. That's you're getting up in arms here when it comes to that. Of if you're talking about, oh well, it's against the hard cam. Well, see, WWE had this here and this there. Of why are we having to sit there and do shot for shot of
But
we
can
the
vouch
seats
though.
for this, and at that time the seats for that.
But me personally, I can vouch for WWE, and I can also kind of vouch for AEW. Now, AEW, they do not sell anything on the hard cams. I mean, on the side where the cameras are. I knew that for a fact because I had what the hell are y'all doing?
Keep buckling.
I had so many seats, it was so many seats where I was sitting. I was able to sit behind the cameras, in front of the camera, on the side of the camera. Like, they have all that shit just open. But WWE on their end, they don't have that. They have like one small ass section and it's perfect. Everything else is completely filled up. So it's kind of weird. Like, I hate that people are like, oh yeah, you're a WWE mark. No, damn it, I know what I'm talking about.
All right, folks, it is the main event. We will take your predictions on this match. Let us know who you're taking, who you got. Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, and yes, we are getting a title match on Raw. So suck it.
This is
there's a sign right in the hard cam that says, "I'm here for Seth freaking Rollins."
There you go. Me too.
So is the belt grown on anybody?
I love it.
Of course.
Yo, what do you think of the new one? What do you think of Romans?
That shit is ugly as hell.
Ah!
And the reason why I say it is because I feel like they didn't do shit to it besides make a gold plate behind the original belt. It's boring.
Did you like the other ones?
Which other ones you talking about? The blue and the black?
The universal, the blue.
Oh, yeah.
I know you have the blue universals.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
I do like.
So,
I
those
didn't.
are the
I didn't
belts?
like the red belt, but I love the blue one because the only reason I like the blue one is because the WWE Lightning is perfect on that belt. But when you put the Lightning on the new belt, that shit is.
It looks like
Oh, so you're like a Pokemon player. If I only play,
Yeah.
I
It's the
only
Big
play
Nugget
blue. I don't play
Championship.
gold or red here.
Bro, you're looking at
He's
you're looking at a fake ass gold
Fuck
W. Like, I don't know. It just feel weird.
Seth on the apron, big knee.
Yes,
Big
but
knee.
so who we taking here? Who y'all taking? I
Seth.
think. Yeah,
Oh,
I
this
think
might
it's
be a
got to be
DQ.
Seth, but yeah.
Oh, you say DQ. Someone agreed with you as well. Oh, look, you're going to have a fight on your hands, Mr. CJ.
Kaden is my boo. Who the hell is Kaden?
Carter.
Oh, I don't want her. Damn it, I want
There
Jay.
you go. All right, so double date. Here we go.
I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want her. Ew.
AEW is a problem. Problem is a way too expensive on Memorial Day, and they have overdone Vegas. Yes and no. I think if the show was hype, Vegas would have been hype. It's Vegas, for fuck's sake.
They got to understand, for one thing, is this. AEW is still not that show. And it never will be that show, unfortunately, because, and the reason I can say that is because if I'm able to still keep up on WWE news without watching a single show within months, and I can't keep up with shit about AEW, that should show a lot. I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter 24/7. None of my shit is biased. I don't see nothing, bro. Only thing I've seen about AEW is CM Punk and Ace Steel.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. I haven't seen anything about this freaking Forbidden Door pay-per-view that's what's in 20 days. I haven't seen anything about that. I don't even know what's one match
this weekend though. We finally got a couple matches.
Yeah, well, you who Mister doesn't watch really either of these. So how do you feel about, as we're in commercial break, how do you feel about Danielson versus
hold on, wait a minute. Do y'all have the commercial, all these construction workers riding on Segways?
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm confused.
Seth for the win.
Okay, I guess.
But so how do you feel about Danielson versus Okada, and how do you feel about Ospreay versus Omega 2?
From my personal opinion, I don't care about none of it because I haven't watched the product. But if I were somebody that was watching the product, like if I was watching the product like I was last year, I would have been head over heels for both of those matches.
Okay.
So
What pushed you away?
Life. You're fading away. This man got Thanos. Yeah, man. Life pushed me away, man. I just sat down and I said I'm not gonna pay $70 a month for no freaking wrestling when I can just wait to watch it on YouTube.
There you go.
That's exactly what I thought. But yeah, life changing, so we'll see what's up.
T-Chon thinks Forbidden Door is going to be fire.
It better be.
I think those two matches alone are you already, got me on that. That's already you've already sold me on that. Everything else is bonus after that as DLC.
What DLC? I'm weak. I mean, yeah, Okada and Daniel, that's going to be a banger match no matter what. And same thing with Ospreay and Omega. I already know that match is going to be decent. Well, not even decent. It's going to be a good match because I've seen both of them, basically all of them fight already, in person. So, I mean, that shit was lit. So, yeah, it should be cool. I hope they have more seats so, than they did a Double or Nothing. But
money for the win.
Well, they got to sell seats for Collision now at this point. You got to talk to you, sir, up there in Canada. You got to be out there petitioning. You got to be the street team for AEW Collision.
Yeah, I mean, we were actually working on something with that, so it'll be interesting. But funny story about it anyway. But we'll talk about it later. But beyond that, folks, we are back from the commercial break. Remember, we're in the main event. We're back tomorrow for NXT and all week long for all your favorite wrestling. And we got more coming your way. We have all the pay-per-views covered. We're going to be here on Punk's debut. We cover more live wrestling than anybody else. So join the family. Be a part of the growing channel.
Why?
And do not miss out.
Why?
Why was it so soothing? Just what?
Why is that so provocative?
Meditation now. If somebody's just like 10-hour sleep and just be going, why?
Meltzer already gives it 5 stars. Braun Breaker is here. Not yet.
No.
Vitamins for the win.
What?
Oh,
damn.
Big boot.
Seth for the win, of course.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was so confused.
Seth for the win. Hi there, guys. It's the last one. Yes, has seen we're in the main event of the evening, and we've had a good night of wrestling here, CJ. Like, a lot of the matches were really solid. Zoe and Natalia wasn't great, but it's been a pretty fucking good night.
Can you name one match that Natalia has had? Great. Like, it's so boring in this. Like, I don't know.
What I'm saying. I've been saying it.
See it.
Corey said good night after the match. Yeah, usually. Burn it down. Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, I forgot about Logan Paul. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, wait a minute. Hold on, wait.
Logan Paul gonna win Money in the Bank, bro.
I
think he's gonna win it. Imagine Seth's the champion.
I'm gonna say Logan Paul versus LA Knight should win the Money in the Bank, but at Money in the Bank, it should be Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins for the belt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I would see that. I ain't gonna lie. That damn, I forgot about Logan. Wow.
Right, Logan has history with Seth, and I mean, I thought if Logan won the Money in the Bank, he'd run around with that title over his head for quite a while, like, right, and then kind of messing with Seth all the time. I like it. I mean, it would be crazy if he won, though. If he cashed in.
A doubt. I do want to see Logan Paul with a belt.
Look, you're just causing trouble.
Right. Shock the world. Let's go, Priest. That's not going to happen.
Priest with a huge kick on Seth.
Priest
Steve, I agree.
JD.
What's that?
That Priest won thanks to JD. What you mean, Richard?
Richard just like saying stuff.
I was like, what you talking about? Like, I'm watching the match. They in the ring right now, fighting.
Richard's predicting the future.
I see.
He's not very accurate sometimes.
Now, if that happens, Richard, you are going to be under investigation.
Larry, you think Priest can afford to lose celebrities back-to-back matches? It's all how it's done, Steve. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough shake. He did a good job with Bunny, but he didn't come out of the Bunny situation bad. He came out of it better. So,
yeah. And then on top of that, Steve, what you trying to say? These WWE superstars, they're not celebrities?
Well, you're trying to.
I ain't gonna say all of them are celebrities, but I mean, come on, Damian Priest ain't a celebrity yet. You gotta put some respect on that man name,
right? Steve for Priest, I hope. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Big drop kick, both men down.
I got to disagree on my end.
It's funny that Kevin Patrick keeps calling him Seth freaking Rollins. Bro, why are we doing this? Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh man, how do you like Samantha being on Raw? I miss her on SmackDown. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she's good either way. You know, it is what it is. I know. I know you might be a little more upset about it.
I mean, I'm starting not to like Roman anymore, low key. I don't know. I feel like because I feel like the bloodline situation, since it's crumbling down, I feel like it's taken away from him. You know, I feel like it's taking all the shine away from him and what he has completed and bringing it towards like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Like I truthfully don't care about Roman right now. Like I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Like
I like what you didn't like what happened on Friday. I thought it was great. Like
I did. I love what happened on Saturday and also what happened on Friday.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like that I got drawn away from it a little bit. But I've been keeping up on their story a lot.
It's great.
But I don't know.
Seth into the corner. Damian wobbled. Seth's gonna have the belt for a little while, but maybe not as long as some people think. A decent run, but I mean, I think this belt could change hands a little more frequently than we anticipate.
For sure. I say about 200 days at the maximum.
Okay.
That he'll have that belt for. Until Roman just comes and takes it.
Less.
It could be less. It really could. I was gonna say about around like maybe 130, 120, something like that. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Damn, what kind of kick was that?
KP needs to stop talking. Yeah, that's why we exist, folks. We are the alternative commentary. John, good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. But we are the alternative commentary for all the wrestling. We give it to you straight. We have a lot of fun doing it. And when you can't put up with, oh my God, this is exciting, you get us screaming and yelling. So let's go.
Uh-oh, quick roll up. Uh-oh, sling blade. We got Seth freaking Rollins about to do something devastating.
Seth,
You about to super kick him in the face?
Priest own? No, that's not even right. Who owns? If you get that, we can be friends. Oh,
he outside.
Flatliner on the table.
Now he caught him. You know how pissed you gotta be, bro? Like, how you gonna do all that just to get flatline on the table? Damn.
Wow, we're back into commercial break. Still quite a bit of time on the clock. So they're giving these guys a lot of time to wrestle. We've seen, I'm curious what the total minutes in ring has been tonight, because we always joke that there's not enough wrestling. Tonight had a good amount of wrestling.
I want to know, because I know what we had. When did this match start? At like 9:30ish or 10:30ish? Somewhere around that time?
It was
36ish.
It's been on for about 10 minutes now.
Damn, that's it?
I think so. By like the time you found the interviews in that first segment, they went through a whole segment there. So 7 minutes or so, maybe 8.
Yeah. Look, I thought it was longer than that, but all right.
Right, but we still got time on the clock. We still got another 10 minutes or so.
That's true. But see, the thing is, for real, we really don't be needing these 30-minute matches, though. If you could put on,
I like a nice solid 15-20 for a main event.
Because you could put on a banger in 15 minutes, literally. Right. But it just depends.
Well, and I believe you got to save some shit for the pay-per-view. If you did 30-minute matches, or like if you're doing death matches every Wednesday, when you do it at Double or Nothing, you're like, fuck, we just saw this on Wednesday. Again?
That's one thing. How the hell did you feel about that exploding super kick?
Nick and I popped. Like, we put that out on a short and put it up on TikTok. It's like, he gets pile driven in the back of a fucking Ford, and then they stagger up the ring. And it's like all of a sudden he's got an exploding shoe. Then they rip the shoe off, whip it into the crowd. What if it blew up off a fan's head? I would have died.
What the fuck?
And then they step his foot into thumbtacks. It was like chaos. No, I mean, that was more explosion than the exploding ring match.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like how the hell did they do it, And then he went back for multiple
gunpowder or something in his shoe.
Okay, that makes damn.
Right, like they had to hook him up. Like in my head, they put like a striking mechanism, like almost like a match on the back of his heel, and some gunpowder in his shoe. Poof!
But you throw it to the crowd though.
Well, they were like, "Oh, it went out."
Right, like wait.
Fuck it. One time use.
Man.
So it feels like Rhea won't defend at Money in the Bank this year, which is fine. Not every pay-per-view has all the titles. Austin wasn't at Night of Champions. No, I'm okay if she doesn't defend it. It doesn't seem like anything pertinent for her right now.
He's a different situation.
Why?
Theory. I fucking forgot about him too. Like I was actually just looking him up recently. Yeah, I know that, but I was just looking him up. I'm like, who the hell is a United States champion? I really thought he lost the belt. I'm like, oh shit, he still got the belt.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy.
He's been all right. Folks, there might actually be another commercial break, so I might be wasting my breath. But just remember, like, subscribe, share, be a part of the family. Go check out all our links below, and I will remind everybody out there, as Luna would say, go get your merch today. Be a part of the family, and again, rock your shirts at your favorite wrestling shows. And if you can get a sign with the Wrestling for Life logo, we will send you a free t-shirt. So think about it and have a little fun with it, folks. But go click that link below, join the family, and be a part of all the fun. Just in case there's another commercial coming up.
Why is there a Connecticut Film, Television, Digital Media watermark on WWE's page? What the fuck?
Where?
There was just like a watermark at the very bottom with the USA logo. Yeah, like the fuck. Okay.
Almost
shit weird.
Matt Riddle versus Austin Theory. Thoughts could work. Different shows at the moment, I do believe, right? Yes, maybe. I think so. So yeah, for me, I mean, both young talents, I think in ring they'd be fine. Angle wise, maybe a little boring. Yeah,
that's I think Matt Riddle is boring overall, unfortunately. Like I want to see him as a heel. I'm sick of this, this snarky, pothead guy. I want to see him straight up fight. Like remember how Cassius Ohno did? Like he was face and then he just went heel out of nowhere. I want to see that same as shit. Damn.
Falcon Arrow.
Yeah. Reverse. Damn.
Seth and Damian is on now. Yes, Steve G. They are actually tearing it down like we said they would. I know a lot of critics are going to jump on and put the show under a microscope and pick up every little thing in 3 hours they didn't love, but tonight's been a good show. Tonight's been all right.
You got to be a bigger Santa, bro, to really decrypt the whole 3 hours.
I just hate watch it. Imagine sitting there wasting 3 hours every Monday. Just I hate this. I hate
right?
this. I hate this.
But
like,
you get paid from it.
You didn't find anything? Not one thing.
You don't even like the commentary, my guy. Like, well, I don't think anybody likes the commentary, but
no,
you know,
like the logo, nothing good. Not nothing.
Oh
not
yeah, the logo's too red. Like, wait, what?
Too red. Seth is flying around.
Damn, he almost lost his life.
Whoa,
for that Damian. Top rope Suicina.
Shaq's new ad for the General.
Damn.
Either wrestler in ad. Larry, I haven't seen it. I think that's American. General insurance.
It's so true though. Like
it's the General.
It
has
so
to be
true.
American.
That is damn. Wow. I don't know who the wrestlers are either. I thought they were just two knockoff people. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, super kick. Monday Night Raw has delivered some bangers tonight. I like it. Damian won. Heater agrees. Totally agree. CJ Riddle is boring as hell.
I don't know. I feel like that heel change could really, you know, pipe him up a little bit. I think. I don't know.
I think that's something. Freshen him up, give him a new vibe.
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, and on the bright side, at least we know that Orton is coming back. So maybe that's what we're waiting on, kind of, sort of. So
see, I kept saying I want Riddle to turn on Randy. You think Randy's gonna hit an RKO and he kicks him in the face? You're like, oh shit!
Yo, if Orton come back with the damn punk kick,
yeah,
whew, spicy,
right?
Spicy. I'd even wait for Orton to come back to the Rumble. I wouldn't even care. And I would. My first match for him at this point would be Orton versus whoever the hell the champion is on Raw. Simple as that. Take the belt.
You're not wrong. But you Seth and Randy would be fun as shit.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I could just see that RKO. Well, we already seen it before. WrestleMania. What was I forgot where WrestleMania that was, but yeah.
Actually, oh, he hit the LA Knights finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. Why does he use that as a move? It's like the Skull Crusher. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Anybody?
Right.
That's LA Knight's finisher, essentially.
You're going to Richard to my priest one. Debbie almost got me. Damn.
Great match. I agree. Steve G also agrees about Riddle. Riddle could turn on Orton. See?
Yeah.
Keyshawn with us. Keyshawn with us.
I'm not shaving, sir. Call me. He looks stupid. Keep your hair, man. Keep it.
Oh, David. You're not a fan of Riddle.
When this is WWE going back to Canada for any big event soon?
Yes, I feel like they're here for something. I can't remember.
No, that was
no, they're in Detroit for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I think they just got some of like the WWE live shows.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe then we'll see Edge winning belt.
All right. This might be the best Raw of the year. Wow, Steve going all out. Okay.
Damn. Damian's coming real close to all these dang on close calls. Like
I like it, man. This match has been back and forth.
Oh, yeah. We ain't getting no more commercial breaks, so you do not waste your breath. We got a solid
okay.
Right.
Like sick of the stoner. The stoner in his underoos who just woke at 3 a.m. to grab a snack gimmick. It gets a little played out. When he got mad at Seth Rollins, that was my favorite Riddle.
Randy.
Like, yeah, right? But when he was like, listen, where's Seth? I'll kill you. I was like, whoa, okay. When he got mad, you're like, this guy is crazy.
That was the best that I've ever seen that man do. What's up, Jake? I didn't even see a comment. What's going on, man? How you been? What the hell? It's a pedigree. Yep, pedigree. Damn, I hate when these guys don't know how to take pedigrees. Like, it pisses me off to see that big ass kneecap come down first.
He's a big
man, but take it like a man. Damn it!
Take it like a man. Get knees up.
Yeah.
Seth gets a 2 count on the pedigree, folks. And listen, give me a thumbs up, give me some flames, give me a woo, give me a what, give me something if you're enjoying this match right now. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know.
Uh-oh, we on the outside of the ring. What's gonna go on out here? Oh, Seth Rollins trying to do a bit. Damn, the monkey slap.
That's me in the morning. Yeah.
I hate that. Oh.
Yo, that didn't look good at all. Yo, that didn't look good at all.
Oh.
He dropped that man on the floor. And Priest instantly grabbed his shoulder.
Oh, yeah, his shoulder out.
Oh, Finn takes a super kick to the mouth.
To the mouth, damn.
Right in the
damn.
Oh.
Damn. What the hell is he wearing? What the hell? My computer just went dark. The hell?
Oh, he's clutching his shoulders, says Kevin.
His shoulders, Kevin. Come on, pin him, bro. Come on.
We got a 2.
Aw.
Good match. You picked a good night to show up, bro.
Right?
We got a banger.
Bang. I hate that we have no choice but to mimic this man. This man's shoulder is out of place. Uh-oh, here come the implosion of the Judgment Day. What are you doing? Like, what?
Damian feeling it.
That's all I'm gonna give
barricade bomb. Yeah, that was a ugly barricade bomb.
Super kick to the mouth.
Oh,
on your face.
Stop.
The stop. Oh, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins retains.
Still.
The hell are you so energetic but so passive at the same time? Like, what?
It's like he's trying to celebrate in a library.
Right?
Yes, it's awesome. We're doing it.
The tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Seth Rollins with a huge win, guys. And Finn is behind him, not happy. We're not done yet. Seeds are planted. I like it. And Finn and Seth is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a damn banger match. But I'm praying that this man, Finn, I want Finn to win the belt. Like, damn, see money 0-6. Damn.
Even try. You're not even trying. Awesome, and hats off to the Priest for finishing that. He's probably in a lot of pain. He went down hard, guys.
That man ended the match. Like, what the hell? Oh, man.
Oh,
close out, but no switches. Sweet for you, Damian. Amen to that.
Big dog. How you doing? The show ended. Accurate.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, man.
Inside the ring. That's what we're here for. We'll keep you up to date on all the action, all the show. We'll give you play-by-play, and this one just went off the air, folks. Remember, we take a rating out of 10. You let us know how you're feeling about tonight's wrestling. CJ, did you watch all of it, or did you just catch the end here?
I just got off work. So I just got the end of it. I seen Industry fight, and then I seen this match right here. That was it.
So you think the show was a 10 out of 10 then?
Yeah. From what I seen, yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point.
Larry gives it a 7.5. Burn it down. Sing the hymn.
The hymn. Yo,
8 out of
what
10.
was that place they went to? Wasn't it Jacksonville, Florida, where they was so damn dead?
What did you think? People were saying Seth was wearing an outfit that looked like the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, so that, bruh.
Let Tony know what's up. 8 out of 10 from John.
I'll put another pass that man.
Yeah, it looked like, I mean, he was selling hard to the shoulder there, Boston. It did look fucking awfully clunky the way he just dropped him on the floor. Didn't quite make the distance with the big man.
Didn't make nothing. I didn't know what the hell happened. I'm happy it wasn't, his neck, but damn, like you forgot everything.
Right. Steve, I appreciate the love. 8.5 for Raw. 9.5 out of 10 says Bobby. Turn out the lights. The party's over. It's over. Last match was 10 out of 10. I fucking loved it. I'm with you. CJ, I just got home from work myself.
Your team didn't make it into the Stanley Cup, did they?
No, they shit the bed. It's Florida and Vegas.
That's what I thought. I'm like, who the hell is this playing? Like, I see the Knights in Vegas. I'm like, huh? Okay.
The question for you, CJ. Sup, CJ? How do you feel about Gold Garbage, the new Universal title?
Yo, I was about to ask you what belt you're referring to, but I'm happy KJ read the rest of it. I'm like, both of them look like garbage. But.
Okay.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to wait till Friday. I'm going to see the belt under professionalism lighting, I guess, once again. And I'm going to determine it. But I personally think that the Raw belt looks way better now.
I agree.
I have to say that because it's too much. I feel like it's too much behind that back plate of that big W.
Is it too yellow?
Gold. Shit, I guess.
It's such a bright gold. It's like to me, that's my issue.
I probably would have even did something stupid. I would have probably gave the belt a white strap and put the black, the black and gold on that white strap at that point. That's what I would have just did personally. But I don't know. I was actually expecting a new design a little bit.
Is it lazy
something a little bit refreshing? Yeah. Because this shit is. Okay, so looking at it on WWE website, there's literally a gold plate in the background. There's a gold outline of a damn WWE. If everything else is gold outline, the WWE logo is black and red now. That's it. It's just black diamonds on it. It looks dumb. Like it's too much.
I listen. I agree. Me and Nick have been yelling at each other for 3 weeks about the belts now. It's been fun, but Nick hates the new the Raw one. I don't love the SmackDown one. I think the Raw one's nice.
If you put both of these belts side by side, I would 100% give it to the Raw's belt now. Okay. And I'm looking at the picture and like straight up dry imagery. It's a gold plate with a gold W with black bezels on it and red outline basically on the damn soup.
Mm-hmm.
It says undisputed champion. And I don't like it.
I don't know how we got to. Undisputed champion. They know there's other champions, right? There's at least one. Inside the ring, 9 out of 10 based on what I'm hearing. Nice. 9 out of 10 for this Raw. Great show. Boston's happy. See money. 9 out of 10. Trish looked good, but I've seen her look better. All right, so took a point off. No surprise. Looks like Seth Rollins rated Double J's wardrobe.
Don't he always? And his wife's.
Best Raw of 2023. Wow. 7.5.
It sure was better than the damn Raw after Mania. I'm pissed off about that. I was scrubbing change just to buy a $200 ticket and nosebleed just to see some BS. I would never forgive them for that.
Right? Keep CJ. He agrees with us. You need to turn Nick into the Raw belt lover.
Hey, I be here. Okay. I just be in the back. I'm a ghost. Okay.
Right.
I show up whenever I can.
The prodigal son.
Right.
See you tomorrow. Raw is better looking. All right, folks. We're gonna wind this one down. I see a lot of people still hanging out, but we are gonna start bouncing towards the door on this wonderful Monday Night World Championship belt. Rollins wears is way better. All right, John. I agree, man. I agree. I like the etch work. I like the lions. I like how it looks. The big W bothers me.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, this shit is ugly, bro.
Big dog agrees with Nick.
I can't deal with it. That shit ugly as hell.
Right. All right, folks. This has been a fun one. I will personally say I'll give Raw an 8 out of 10. We started off the week on a really good note. A couple little things I would have probably taken out or changed, but that's just being picky. So 8 out of 10. Great main event. Lots of good wrestling. I want to know what the minute count on in-ring action was tonight, because we got a lot from Triple H, as people are going to say.
I guess. Look, I guess. I'm just happy to see my boy Hunter out on TV a lot more.
Right? Maybe.
I like that. He did more than Vinnie Mac did.
How do you feel about Punk coming back?
We all called it. We've been saying it in the background forever. I'm like, yeah, Punk's gonna be back in June. This is his deadline. He got injured. He wasn't gonna get released. If you got released, bro, you were gonna be effing yourself. That's simple as that. Right. It's just a draw. He's literally, when Punk comes back, you're about to see a sold out arena in Chicago. You're about to see a couple, other sold out shows. It's simple as that. So yeah, maybe we'll see whoever Punk is gonna fight at, at the pay-per-view. I guess. I don't know. We got to figure out what's going to happen.
Jay White, Samoa Joe. We'll see.
We got to fight somebody.
Somebody.
That shit gonna sell out quick.
Yeah, we'll see. A lot of the shows are up in Canada too, like a lot of the taping. So
This based on his name. Go ahead.
well, that being said, tonight was a great night of Raw. We will be back tomorrow for NXT Battle Royal for the #1 contendership. Plus, we got a couple other big matches on schedule. We're here all week, folks. Tell all your friends. We appreciate it. If you can give us some comments, some likes, some love. I think we cleared over 100 likes again tonight. We've been on fire. So thank you so much. We'll be here all week long. Go check out all our links. Find us on social. That is CJ Brand. Big shout out to Big Nick, Luna, the rest of the family. Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, good night, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.